All right, welcome to another PM session, man. Hey, Charles, man, what's going on? Who do we got? What do we got going on tonight, brother?
Oh, what's going on? We got Andy Rodriguez and Black Spinner. And we got Al Horta, Be Cool or Be Podcast Out.
Going on.
Rock All Over You, Rock All Over You Podcast. Eric Jordan, RMCP, along with Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to be doing our second ever album battle, Unplugged battle. We'll probably be looking at a series here in the future. I think two outstanding albums here in Nirvana Unplugged against Alice in Chains Unplugged.
Woo!
Yes,
Yeah. Let's go!
This is awesome.
Yeah, and then we have light bullshit tonight because this is a full episode here.
It's like a tiny shit. This is like one of those little nuggets that you wake up in the middle of the night for.
Oh, TMI. Hey,
I hate when that happens. So you wake up in the middle of the night. It's like a work night. You got to be up early next day. It's cutting into your sleep time and just all that for like a little. So much pushing. I'm a little drunk right now.
All right, just a little.
Just
All right.
a little.
I'm jealous because my wife.
Just the tip.
I could drink next week when this medicine runs out. My wife said so. I can't drink till next Saturday.
Yeah, I'm waiting one more week too.
Well, Mark, you can always do bath salts.
Well, I just got this little thing here.
Oh, you lucky bastard! Your legal marijuana.
Yeah, no shit. Fucker.
I've never said that. All right, man. Jerry, what's going on, brother?
Nothing, man.
No?
Watching playoff hockey, man. The best.
I know. I could tell you're not focused on us. Hi, Jerry.
I got.
We're down here, Jerry. We're down here.
Yeah, sorry.
Watching the Maple Leafs.
All right, man. Well, let's start off with some bullshit. Fucking a band that nobody's ever heard
Oh
of.
shit!
A band who's never heard of in fucking years until fucking somebody gets in a fist fight behind the fucking stage.
Shit. Oh shit!
So let's start with Charles on this one.
Start with what? Who the fuck's fighting?
Fucking that Crazy Town
Crazy
battle.
Town, the
Oh,
butterfly band.
goddamn, man. I didn't even know that fucking song. I mean, I knew the song. Didn't know who they were at the time because I was listening to real music, I believe. So once I heard this song, I was like, oh, okay. I didn't even know that's who did it. So, I mean, they're about the same as LA Guns to me. So, right.
You went too far
I'll
there,
enjoy
Charles.
them.
You went too
I'll enjoy
far.
Elegance for you, man. It's cool.
Good.
Not everybody has good taste. I'm winking at you right now, so you know, wink, wink. You know, you can't see me through my
Why are
sunglasses.
you wearing sunglasses inside, Mark?
Because it's my thing.
What? It's not even sunny out in your house. You got like an LED screen or something that's hurting your eyesight?
No. Hey, man, if Daily Rock could wear sunglasses or anybody could wear sunglasses on stage and play, I could wear sunglasses and do a podcast.
So you're comparing yourself to David Lee Roth.
Yeah, or you compare yourself to David Lee Roth?
I can sing just as good as him now, but
Yeah, these days.
whatever. I was gonna do karaoke Mark tonight, but I'm not. I don't feel like it.
Good.
All right. Hey, Ralph, sorry.
Ooh.
So Al, what do you think of this shit?
Yeah, just when I thought I forgot about them, they have to go and do this shit to remind me that they're still around.
Right.
You know, with a name like Shifty, you know, you got to keep your fucking. You gotta keep your eye on this guy. You know what I mean? I got no opinion, man. Probably just a publicity stunt. Who knows?
Yeah.
Shitty Sherlock.
These days, you never know.
Yo, Shady Shell Shock, yo.
Shitty
Sorry,
Sherlock.
Butterfly.
Dude rules. Dude's cool.
Fucking Shifty, what Shifty Shell Shock? That fucker owes me like $100. I'm still pissed about it.
You should be a millionaire with all these people owe you money for.
I know a lot of people owe me money, man. Fucking
So,
Bobby Blotzer like lives in the same apartment complex as me. He keeps asking me to borrow rent money. I'm like, yeah, fuck off, Bobby.
So Jerry, what do you think of it?
What the fuck do you think I think of it? Fuck those guys, man. Who's the guy that got which one got their ass kicked?
I don't know.
I
I didn't
don't know.
even,
They both technically lost that fight if you really look at it.
The other dude wasn't fighting back.
There's
from what I
nothing to
saw,
win.
man. He was like, give me my money, or some shit like
And
that.
dropping the N-word and shit. Talking about killing his kids.
Yeah, but then he was like, I love you.
Yeah, no, I love you.
Hit him in the face. Yeah.
What a bunch of who cares, dude?
What a bunch of bitches.
Music
Exactly.
sucks.
We're down an Ozfest one time.
what?
Were they what?
What?
They were on an Oz. Were they on an Ozfest one
Oh
year?
yeah, yeah.
Really?
God,
Yep.
I just
That's
lost
an
faith
Oz.
in the. I just lost faith in Ozfest.
I think it was the
That's not
2000 Ozfest. But yeah,
Yeah, was it like? It
If
was
you
like
look
Bloody
back in
Point.
if you look back in history though, there are a lot of shitty bands that played some of those early Ozfests.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those all like
Especially
flavor
early
of the
in the
month
day.
shit. Yeah, or the early ones, there's a lot of flavor of the month type shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, even if it's the 2000s, there's the second stage and all that shit. You know, was the flavor of the month, and then it was over. You know.
Especially like at 1 o'clock of the second stage is where you'll find these bands over there back in the day.
All right. So that's it, Jerry.
Yeah, who cares?
Okay, Andy, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I didn't even know they were a band, much less touring anymore until this shit happened. I was like, for real? I thought that I was reading something from 2002, but I
Hey,
guess it happened.
Guess who likes that
2023.
song?
So I really didn't care.
Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate that he does. Yeah.
I
Hi,
thought one
Nate.
of them was dead. I thought one of them died.
I don't
I
even
thought one
know
of them
that.
was dead.
I remember seeing that
I just know the
video.
Butterfly song. I heard because I watched it was in that movie Orange County.
Yeah, that movie's cool though, except for that
I
song.
love that movie.
Oh yeah, I love that movie. Jack Black is cool.
Great
Man.
fucking movie. Hey, watch Orange County. I recommend watching. Don't even listen to that shitty band. Just watch Orange
Yeah,
County.
Orange County's a great movie, man. But so is that it, Andy?
Oh yeah, that's definitely it.
Eric, what do you
said
think of
too
this
much.
shit? You've been interjecting anyways.
It was fucking hilarious. I'll tell you that much. Like I said, I thought one of the guys fucking died. I mean their career died, but you know I thought they actually one of them actually died. You know, but man, it's an entertaining video. If you haven't seen it, I recommend checking it out. It's more entertaining than their music. I'll tell you that much. You know.
Yeah.
You want to see a bunch of white guys that just like want to use the N-word so badly. Holy shit. I mean, there's your video.
All right, man. I just think I go, oh dude, that Butterfly song I heard once that fucking scarred
lot of
me
white
years
guys.
ago.
There's a lot of like that era that wanted to say that word so bad.
It's not as bad as Saint Lucidity, though. Saint Lucidity is like one of the worst fucking songs ever written in history of mankind.
Yeah.
Eric fucking
But
Ba-dum-bum. All right, man. I want to keep BS short tonight. So
Yeah.
Jerry Springer died. We could all whatever.
Jerry.
rest in peace, that sucks.
I know. Me and my brother had an 11-year age difference, and growing up, you know, he and his friends would watch the Jerry Springer like show, and they'd go to the video store too. So they had like the compilation VHSs, and they would rent all the VHS tapes of Jerry Springer, and like they would let me watch it. So I saw some crazy shit as a kid, you know. So that was a big part of, you know, growing up in the 90s, man. I mean, Jerry Springer was fucking everywhere. You know, you wouldn't have shows like Maury and all that if it wasn't for Jerry Springer, man.
Mm-hmm.
I saw like cool VH1 had like a pretty cool. They had like this documentary on Jerry Springer like way back. It was pretty awesome because you found out like his talk show was literally like a serious show, like almost like some kind of Dr. Phil bullshit. Well, and even Dr. Phil nowadays is kind of almost borderline Jerry Springer, but it was kind of one of those shows, and like it just progressively got trashier, and they found the ratings were just going up as it got trashier, and they just stuck with it, man. And my brother let me watch some cool shit. I remember him let me watch Jerry Springer, like I remember this one MTV beach thing where this chick had these big tits and she dipped them in paint and was just painting like a picture with her tits. You know, my brother and his friends let me watch some cool shit when I was young.
Dang. Yeah, man. Anybody got
This for Jerry Springer right here.
who wants to talk about Jerry Springer, man? Just
I'm
go
all
ahead.
right.
Mayor of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah, mayor of my hometown, Cincinnati, man. Yep.
I will
Yeah.
say this though, you know, Jerry Springer, yeah, that whole genre of like talk show, like his type got like huge. But he did. There was a guy like before him. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Richard Bay.
Oh yeah, Richard Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had a show. His show was predates Jerry Springer, and
Yeah.
actually his show was like that before Jerry Springer. And I know Jerry Springer like kind of took that and like ran with it. Like Richard Bay never got as big as Jerry Springer. Obviously,
Right.
was off the air by the time Jerry Springer was getting big and stuff. But I used to go on the Richard Bay show because my cousin was friends with him, and I used to take off from work. We used to go on his show because it was right here in New Jersey. It's the Caucus, only
Oh,
like
wow.
maybe half hour away from us. And it was fun, man, going on that show, man, watching like people trash each other and all that shit, man. It was cool, man. But like, yeah, Jerry Springer, man, he got huge from that stuff, man, and he seemed like a likable guy too. Like, you know, everybody would always be like Jerry, and all that shit. So, and even that one bouncer guy like had his own show after. What was his
Right.
name?
Steve
does.
Wilkos.
Steve
Yeah, that's
Wilkos.
it.
He
Yeah.
still does, I think. He still
Throws
has it.
chairs, throws chairs and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
I think
So-
a guy who predates I don't know if fucking Jerry Springer saw it, was a local guy here named Wally George. And he had
Oh,
that
okay.
shit. He brought in the KKK when they were in their masks,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's yelling at them, and they're getting
Yeah,
in fights on stage. And his
But if
daughter
you
was Rebecca De Mornay, Wally
Oh,
George's
wow.
daughter.
Oh, she was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She
I
was
found that
hot,
out. I go,
man.
damn. And he was like a right wing American Reagan guy with the American flag behind him and a rocket going off. And he was all for America and yelling. And these people, he bring liberals on there and just yell at them. This is in the early 80s, man. I'll send you some on YouTube. They're on YouTube. They're hilarious, especially the KKK one.
What's his name was popular in the 80s too? What was his name?
Morton Downey.
Martin Downey.
Martin Downey.
I was just about ready to talk about it. He ruled.
I
man.
remember
love
the
Morton
episode
Downey.
with JJ French.
And he had Ace Frehley on there. He had like,
Ace
you know,
Frehley, the singer from Damien.
and all that shit. It was great, man.
Yeah.
Back when like metal was huge, you know, he had all those like rock stars and stuff on there. So it was cool, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
rest in peace, Jerry, man. He got pancreatic cancer and he died from it pretty quickly. I think it was only a few months ago he got diagnosed with it. That was it.
Ooh.
He went pretty quick.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
rest in peace, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it sucks. Rest in peace. Again, anybody else have anything to say about him? Move on.
Nah, I'm good going.
All right, man, let's get to the big story of the night. Something Charles is very dear to his heart. You want to talk about the Oasis story? You could say it, Charles.
I don't know if the whole panel will. I mean, they're not going to get back together, but that's not a big shock. And for me, I'm not equally happy either way. Putting out some great solo stuff on their own. So who cares? I mean, I want it, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen for a while. No big deal. I'm good with it either way.
I think inevitably it will happen though. Eventually. I think. I don't know. I have a feeling it will. But you're the resident Oasis expert, so
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, money usually talks, but we'll see.
True.
but you know, Liam is like selling out like Nebworth and shit on his own, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah, so that's like what's the point? I guess, you know.
he's the one that wants it, but he also keeps calling Noel Potato and shit like that on Twitter and busting them out. So that's probably not helping things along. Maybe if he keeps his mouth shut, there might be a better chance.
Yeah.
All right.
Or
Anybody
maybe
else?
not go out on
About
tour,
Oasis?
but maybe have big shows like in England and New York and something like that. Not do a full out world tour or even a whole U.S. tour. Maybe they could do something like that.
Yeah, they would sell out arenas here, especially in LA. They're loved in Southern California.
They've
So-
been away long enough where they would come back and be big. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they might be big in the like the rich states because the rich states seem to like them better. California, New York, probably in the Midwest, probably
Fuck New
not.
York.
But I don't know.
Fuck New York. I hate New York.
Well, I think they would sell out Madison Square
Yeah,
Garden there.
Fuck New York. Again, I need to get my at my job. I need to get my license, my lift license through OSHA, so I can lift these nuts up and drop them on the entire city of New York.
Brutal.
Is
Yeah,
it
they're
just
not-
the teams or
Boy,
just
I'm
the
glad
city
I
you
don't
hate?
work,
I hate
man.
I hate their fucking pizza. I hate their fucking pizza, and I hate the fucking sports teams.
But if you haven't
Have-
tried the pizza,
have
how
you
do you know
been
you
there?
hate it?
Their
Have you been
pizza's
to New
ass.
York
Look how
City?
flat it is. Look how
But you
flat it
haven't
is.
tried it.
It literally
But
looks
have
like
you
a piece of
been?
paper. It looks like a
No,
piece
I've,
of
I've,
paper
no,
with
no, no,
fucking.
no. I've had,
It looks
I've
like
had
a
them
guy.
both.
It looks like a
I've had
goddamn.
them-
It looks
I've
like
had
Little
them both.
Caesars.
And
It
Aaron's
looks like
right.
Little Caesars. Yeah.
Chicago pizza blows New York pizza away. Sorry, man.
I disagree.
That's like
I disagree.
picking the
But
flat.
have you been? Have you been to New York though?
I don't want to go to New York. It's
Hey,
a
that
shithole.
don't make any sense. How can you hate?
No,
Never
I
been?
hate New York. If I
I
went to
don't.
New York, I'd probably get arrested because I'd cause some issues up in there.
Ah,
I've been to New York 3 times and I love it. I can't wait to go back. I love
Oh,
everything.
I've never
about
been
it.
there.
You're breaking my heart, Andy.
I love everything about it.
Oh,
From all the boroughs, I love being on the subway. I just love it. It's awesome. It's a beautiful city.
All
I don't
right.
know, man. I don't know if I'll go on the subway or not.
I hate New York, but I love Andy. I love Andy, man. I love that guy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Fucking
but
love, I
I,
fucking
I,
love you, Andy.
I agree with
I love
Charles
you, man.
and about the pizza because I've never been to New York. I've never been to Chicago, so I can't really
It's basically
taste
Little
both those
Caesars.
pizzas. So I can't give you a real
Mark,
definition. of what I want.
come to Illinois. Come to Illinois. I'm gonna go visit my aunt. Come to the Wasp concert in Moline, Illinois. We will meet up. And we will get Chicago pizza.
I tried New York pizza and it was delicious. It blows
I've
away.
had both.
Well, do you like? Well, Charles, you like Little Caesars though?
I like all pizza.
Okay, so they're
Little
that's my
Caesars
question.
is just like fucking flavored bread.
Chicago pizza is nice and thick, man. I fucking love
It's
it.
Little
fucking
Caesars
thick.
nice and
It's
thick.
thick as fuck. It's got so much cheese.
Well,
That's
Nate-
like saying, oh, that girl's got real big tits and a nice ass. But no, I'll just take the flat.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm
no
gonna be a fat fuck, I want a lot of cheese on my fucking
yeah,
pizza.
a
Come
lot.
on,
They give
man.
you all the good shit. That's the only pizza where I actually enjoy the crust. The crust is actually my favorite part of a Chicago pizza.
Well, we haven't asked the guy who lives in New York.
But
Al.
you've never been to New York. So how did you have authentic New York pizza?
Have you ever seen a picture of a New York pizza? It looks like Little
How did
Caesars.
No, it
How you're
doesn't.
from Jersey? How
Yeah.
isn't it
All right, and someone
different
wants to
in New
deliver
York
me a
City?
slice. Someone wants to bring me a slice of New York paper.
Right.
Excuse me, pizza.
New York pizza.
And I'll try it.
My wife and I
New
just
York
had New
pizza.
York pizza Tuesday night before the Billy Joel concert. And
There
it was
you go.
phenomenal.
But
You
I
know?
mean, you haven't.
Oh,
had
I'm not
authentic-
saying it's bad.
Right.
I'm just saying Chicago pizza is better. I like both pizzas. There's such thing as a bad pizza.
I'm not saying Chicago's. Listen, it's a preference.
At least-
I prefer.
At least he
I prefer
acknowledges.
I prefer a thinner slice. Thinner crust.
Yeah.
I'm
Fair
not
enough,
taking
fair
the
enough.
thick
Yeah.
stuff. So
Don't
that's
you
just
have
my
to eat
preference,
Chicago
man. If
pizza
you
with
go
a
to
knife
Chicago-
and a fork?
Yeah.
Well, no,
What?
well, you can eat it with your hands. I've ate it with my hands. When I went to visit my family in Illinois for like the first time since 2019, and I ate it with my hands. It was
Hey, listen.
Malnati's. I ate it with my hand.
You can have
I
your,
have-
you can have your Chicago pizza all you want. You got to wash it down with 2 White Claws.
Oh,
Oh, hey, I don't drink White Claws. Hey, I don't drink no White Claws, man.
ding ding.
Yeah.
Oh,
White
KO.
Claws are yesterday's Zima.
Oh, White Claws are ass. I tasted a sip of one once and I almost threw up.
Have you ever tried a Zima?
No, you know what's fucked up?
It's
My
a
dad
fruit
used to
flavored malt liquor.
My
Horrible.
dad, my dad used to drink Zimas. My dad used to drink Zima. I'm like,
Zima.
Dad, is there something you want to tell me? I'm like, Dad, really? You drink Zima? Like, is there something you want to tell me?
Something you want to
Something
tell
I
me.
don't know.
But I asked for a beer one time at a party and they gave me a Zima and I drank it. I'll go, what the fuck is this?
Like, what's this shit?
What's this shit? I asked for a beer, not a flavored malt liquor. What the fuck? Oh, that was horrible. I got all right, man. Let's finish up the BS. We did the Oasis. Anybody else got to say Oasis never getting back together? It's
I don't
mostly
really follow Oasis much,
okay.
man.
I'm just gonna give this as news. U2 by overwhelming demand just added 7 more dates to their residency at the new Vegas Sphere. Fucking, they're doing phenomenal business there as they should.
Yep.
I just want to give U2 props for that. And Bruce Dickinson said that Metallica had the balls to do something that nobody else did for the Black album. And then Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth, the guy sang so bad last time he was doing shows, it was embarrassing on tape. What do you think about that, Charles?
Man,
All
fuck
that.
Sammy Hagar.
Fuck Sammy Hagar, man.
Sammy-
I mean, why the hell you gotta bring him up, dude?
I brought it up
Sammy-
real quick in 3 stories so you could move on real quick. So go ahead.
Sammy
Nothing
Hagar, if
worse
you're
than
listening to
Russia.
this, I will beat your ass.
I think 72 Seasons was more brave than Black Album and that seasons of mediocrity there.
Oh, that was a good album. I love 72 Seasons. Best album.
Hagar's got to talk shit, and it's not the best album since fucking Master of Puppets. So, of course, Hagar's gonna talk shit on Roth this week just so he can get mentioned on BS.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, our fan out there, Mr. Mark Dolly, Hagar
Oh,
news.
Our fan.
Our
We
fan.
have one fan.
No, we have 2. We got Bob Hay. Hi, Bob. U2 rules, Bob. I gave you some U2 news, bitch. So, Al, what do you think of all that?
Well, the U2 one, it's obviously they're going to sell out. They're still selling out venues, so it's, I don't know. That Sphere like a whole new kind of like real futuristic like venue, right?
Yeah, they're only $140 a tickets for the cheap ones. That's not bad. And I saw because my wife and I were planning to go but I got hurt, so we're not going now.
$139 too much. for
Yeah,
me.
but that's all the fees and everything included. That's the whole price with everything included. So you don't have any surprises. There's no fee on top of that 140.
Can you imagine this day and age saying $140? Hey, that's not that bad, man.
That's
But
not
it
bad.
isn't.
That
It
isn't
isn't.
seriously. It's not
It
bad.
isn't.
Thanks Eagles for
Yeah,
breaking
right.
100 back in '94.
Yeah, I'm a verified fan, so I could buy tickets because they already emailed me. We'll send you a code when you're ready to get your tickets. I go, fuck.
Yeah.
I want to
Well,
go
you know,
see that.
Sammy yapping his mouth again. That's old news. And what was the other story?
Bruce Dickinson said that Metallica had the balls to do something no other metal person could do it. It was Black Album. And I released that.
Right now, like where our mindset's at, I think we had a good practice yesterday. These
Hey, the hockey game's loud.
gave us an opportunity to get some rest.
Hey, the hockey game's blocking everything, guys.
Not me.
Hockey game is loud.
Which game?
I hear a game. Somebody's playing a game. Yours. It's yours.
Was it mine?
Yes.
How'd you not hear it before? It was only at the same volume.
I don't know.
Yeah, it got loud all of a sudden. It did.
I don't know. I'm good, man. Go on to Andy or whoever.
Oh, you don't want to talk about the Black Album thing?
I fucking hate the Black Album. It's got a couple okay songs, but
I don't know. I guess, bands change, dude. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't be along for the ride. If you like it, more power to you. That's it. I mean, bands evolve and change, and everybody's not AC/DC. You know what I mean?
or Motorhead.
You guys, anybody else got something to say about that, Jerry?
Good for you too. Bruce has the right to his opinion, and fuck Sammy Hagar.
All right. Andy?
Sammy Hagar, I'll kick your ass. I will kick your ass.
You know
Like,
what'd suck
badly.
if you guys met him and you didn't know it was him, and you guys are partying with him, and you wake up and you see Sammy, and he fucking just partied your ass out, and was nice to you. You still would hate him?
I don't know because I wouldn't be caught.
If I
dead.
saw him, I would know it was him, and I would kick his ass.
Yeah, but if they were maybe he wasn't looking like himself. He had a hat on or looked different.
I will know. That is my arch nemesis. I would kick his ass.
Dude, I would like to get Sammy Hagar
Oh, what if he's
do a
wearing a
show,
hat?
do a show with me where I
Just
take
a hat. That'll do
where I
it.
take him and invite and give all his haters tickets to fucking meet him and not say it's Sammy and just walk in and see what they say when they see it's Sammy Hagar.
I can sense.
Oh,
That would
man.
be amazing.
Me
I can-
and Ian would fuck his ass up.
I can sense evil about an eighth of a mile away. I wouldn't even come close.
That would be a cool show. Sammy have the haters
Sammy
and the
hates
lovers on one side of the room with Sammy in the
your
middle.
soul. Save your soul. Stay away from Hagar. Just do it.
Yeah, Mark, stop listening to Sammy Hagar. It's ruining it'll ruin your life.
Nah.
It
All
already
right,
is.
then.
Mark, the reason you ended up in the hospital is probably because you listened to Sammy Hagar. If you're listening,
Yes.
if you weren't listening to Sammy Hagar, you probably wouldn't. You'd probably be at work right now. Nothing would have ever happened.
I was listening to Alter Bridge and Wolfgang the night before that happened.
About
But I mean, still, it's all the Sammy Hagar you listen to building up to that moment. It just
Oh my
feels
god.
too much on you.
It put too much on my lower back, right?
Art just came from the gym, man. He's all fucking pumped up and shit, bro.
All right.
Your
Take
fucking
it down
heart,
a notch, bro.
your ears try to assassinate themselves from all the Sammy Hagar music. They're just like, I can't take it anymore.
Andy, what do you got to think about that stuff?
Yeah, well,
Andy's
those two
laughing.
stories. I wanted to talk about the Metallica story because even though, well, the thing with the Metallica Black Album, a lot of people were introduced to hard rock and heavy metal through that album, so it really did open up a lot of doors to a lot of people who did not hear that kind of music back in '91 because Metallica was more on the radio and more on MTV. So, like for me, the first time I heard "And Justice for All," I worked my way back into the catalog. So, a lot of people that were introduced to Metallica in the Black Album worked their way back. They were probably surprised, but also got more into that genre, which is what Bruce is probably talking about. That that metal or hard rock was a little bit more wide open. That they kind of broke down the barriers. Now that I understand. Sammy Hagar, he's been running his mouth for a while. Even though I'm a Sammy Hagar fan, I like Van Hagar a lot. But he really does have to shut his mouth because that's why a lot of people don't like Sammy Hagar because he keeps talking shit about David Lee Roth, and David Lee Roth is one of our favorite singers of all time. So he's got to shut his mouth on that. And what was the other story?
YouTube.
Added 7 more
Yeah,
dates.
YouTube. That's awesome. I wish I can go to that because I'm a big YouTube fan. And Mark, are they gonna be playing Octoon Baby from beginning
Yeah.
to end?
Yeah, I'm like so sad. I want to see that. I love that album.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've seen them once before. They put on a great show, so I wish I'm able to see that. But of course, it's Vegas. I won't. But
Yeah,
good for them.
We were planning on going.
Sherlock residency.
Huh?
That's what
What?
you fight at the end of the night. The Shifty band.
Maybe
That would rule.
Shifty.
they'll get
man.
Crazy Town to
Right.
open for them.
Crazy
Come, my
town.
lady. Come, my lady.
Ugh.
Shit.
Ugh.
But the $140, I didn't know about that. That's this day and age, that's a pretty good price. They're making it accessible for fans to go see them,
Yeah.
especially for people that go to Vegas like on the weekends and stuff and go pop down 140 to go see U2. I mean, why not? You're gonna spend that at the casino.
Bunch of broke
Anyway.
motherfuckers out there. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Plus,
No,
that's the
good for
state of the
them.
art theater, man. It's like immersive. You're like surrounded by lights and speakers. It's like, fuck, I want to see that. And the chairs are even connected to all the music that's going on. And I want to
Go to a timeshare, you'll get it free.
oh, that's true. I used to sell those back in the day when I was in my early 20s for a job. I used to call people and tell them they want a job to Vegas,
Way to go.
and they just had to go to,
So what do you think
and
about
luggage
this?
and the flight.
So what do you think about this, Eric?
What are the two stories again? It was something
Sammy
YouTube.
Hagar saying that Daily Roth is embarrassing the way he
Oh,
sang.
fuck you. All right, I'll fuck Sammy Hagar up, man. So Sammy Hagar, if you're listening to this, I challenge you to a fucking fight. My name is Eric Jordan, RMCP. I will fuck your ass up badly. Like, I will fuck you up with one arm tied behind my fucking back.
He's like 80. He's like 80 years
I will
old.
kick his ass. I will kick his ass. I don't care.
You know,
I'm
gonna have to do an Edwin on here. We do not condone violence on this show.
It's like
Eric's opinions are not endorsed by the Market Jerry with Charles B.S.
He's like 80 and full of tequila.
Sammy Hagar, if you're listening to this, I challenge you to a fight. I challenge you to a fight. I'll be waiting. I got my phone like right somewhere around here. I will wait for your answer. I will fight you.
It sounds like Vince Neil like 30 years ago challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put up or shut up.
Fuck yeah. I'll fuck his ass up, man. I'm a tough motherfucker, man. But anyway, fuck Sammy Hagar. I hate that asshole. He's the reason 9/11 happened.
Oh, Jesus.
Shit. We do not condone this gesture right now. So
I'm a couple drinks deep. So, but
Yeah,
and
he's drunk, so don't.
I
Hey,
haven't drank
it
in
was
a-
ne- it was
I
it
haven't
was never
recorded or
proven he
drank.
wasn't to blame.
I
for
hadn't
it.
like recorded or drank in a while, so like it's my first time in a while. But and as far as you two, man, I mean, they're not really my style of music. I don't really hate them or anything. So I mean, hey, more power to them. If you want to see you two, more power to you.
All right, man. I'm happy about you too. I wanted to go.
Why don't you go, Mark? Just
Because
go.
fucking I can't. I don't have money right now. I'm getting fucking disability. I'm losing money, like $100 a week.
Well, your wife makes more money, man.
So
Just be like
we
she's a
still got a
sugar
huge
mama.
mortgage, dude. The mortgage
She's
is
your sugar mama.
no,
Sugar mama.
no. She's tight on money also. So
Yeah, I met Diane. She's no sugar mama. Trust me.
no,
Yeah,
no.
at least she works though. I
Fucking
had a
Tampa
wife.
Bay.
I was
Damn it.
married. I was married to a woman who did not fucking work at all, and I had to make all the money. It fucking sucked. And I'm glad I'm not in that situation anymore. I actually have money to spend.
All right, man. Well, let's get into the episode. Let's have.
Oh, hey, wait, we're talking about, what two bands are we talking about, Mark?
Well, Well, can you wait? I'm giving it off
Okay,
to
I'm sorry.
Charles.
I gotta say something
Okay,
now.
okay. No, when Charles gets you, because I'm going to let Charles introduce it because it was his episode. So, Charles, what are we doing right now?
Well, as I mentioned at the top of the episode, we're gonna do a album battle of what I think is two outstanding unplugged albums. One might be my favorite. Nirvana Unplugged against Alice in Chains Unplugged. Obviously, Nirvana Unplugged dropped. Pretty sure it dropped after the death, right? It was after Cobain's suicide.
Yeah,
Right.
the album was
Yeah, I mean,
it was-
well, obviously he couldn't have been alive, dead, but you know what I mean. Like, it was
Yeah, the album was
December
dropped.
of that year or something like that. came out.
How long after was he died in April, right? And
I
then
thought that
think
album
Right.
came out before
I
In
think it came out
Utero.
November, December, if I'm
Didn't
not
that album
like
come
that,
out
yeah.
before In Utero?
After in utero.
After
No,
In
it was
Utero?
after.
After in utero.
And Alice in Chains Unplugged. That was one of the last things Lane Staley did.
Yeah.
Jesus. So there's like
And-
there's like a curse with Unplugged.
Right. So these are two very, very interesting albums. That's all I can say about that. They mean a lot to me. We had to do a fan poll for the last track because they didn't match up. And the winner of that was the song Don't Follow. So Don't Follow will go up against the last track on the Unplugged Nirvana album. So
Don't Follow from Jar of Flies.
Jar of
Yeah.
Flies.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
All right, man. So let's start
I've
with
been waiting for this all
start
week.
with you, Eric. About when did you get into these guys or not?
So with Nirvana and Alice in Chains, I can't really remember when I became an Alice in Chains fan, but I'm definitely more of a Alice in Chains fan, definitely. I always felt, they're always lumped in as one of the big four of, the Seattle grunge movement. But to me, yeah, while they do have some elements of that grunge sound, to me, they are always like a metal band, just with the grungy elements. I think there's definitely more like Black Sabbath in their sound than like, grunge. But I've always loved Alice in Chains, man. Lane and Jerry Cantrell, man, those harmonies, man, are fucking amazing. So I've always been an Alice in Chains fan for, forever. Now Nirvana was one band I used to fucking hate. And I literally just used to hate them because of the whole, they killed the heavy metal, the whole stigma that they, killed heavy metal in the 90s. And for the longest time, I held that grudge. I used to hate Kurt Cobain. But as I've gotten older, more mature, I really do like a lot of Nirvana. I'm not the biggest fan of Nirvana. Like there's, spoiler alert, a lot of the Alice in Chains songs dominate over the Nirvana songs. But there's a lot of Nirvana I've really grown to love. Because now I've grown up, I don't really, metal kind of died in the 90s, but necessarily wasn't Nirvana's fault or Kurt Cobain's fault, it's just that's the way things happened. And I've really grown to love a lot of Nirvana. I put aside the whole stigma, the grudge, and really listen to Nirvana for what they are. And they got a lot of great songs, man. And before we go on to the next person, talk about their history, I want to give a shout out to a woman by the name of Sophie Tite on OnlyFans. She is awesome. She is sexy as fuck, and she's also a very big Alice in Chains fan. So I wanted to bring up her name. Any single men out there that need a little entertainment or a custom video for Miss Sophie Tite. She's sexy. She deals with Converse fetish, which is my fetish. She's amazing. She's pretty hot for a white girl. I'm not really. She's pretty hot for a white girl. So yeah.
All right, Andy.
Woo.
Oh, I was in high school when all this music came out, so I love both bands almost equally. They both have different elements to each other. They're both different bands, actually. They both play different genres of music. Of course, I got into Nirvana first, and then Alice in Chains crept in there with their sound. So I love both of these Unplugged albums. The thing with this is that, after watching the Unplugs and listening to these two albums, they both set a certain mood for each album, which is what makes it amazing for these two albums. So I'm very excited about this. I've been excited all week to talk about these two with y'all. So I'm ready to go.
Al.
Well, yeah, I got into Nirvana when Smells Like Teen Spirit hit. I saw the video and I was like, wow, this is different. And I was into like all the 80s, like quote unquote hair metal and stuff and the heavier stuff. But in a way, like Nirvana, you know what, hair metal kind of killed itself anyway. It was at the point where it was so watered down that it needed to change anyway. So Nirvana just happened to be there at the right time to kind of wipe the slate clean of a lot of those bands. The Britney Foxes, the
Firehouse,
Pretty,
Trickster.
the Pretty Boy,
Trickster sucks.
The third tier.
Pretty Boy Floyd.
Brittany Fox.
God.
Brittany Fox.
Like, but
Van
when
Hager.
that, but when that scene came in, it wasn't like I totally threw out my metal. I never understood how like somebody could do it like an about face. Well, oh wait, this Seattle stuff is cool now. Let me just throw out my Motley Crue and my Rat and all these other albums. Like I'm just gonna turn my back on them. I mean, to me, they sat Nirvana and Soundgarden and Alice in Chains. They sat right next to my, Motley Crue or the Rat or Dokken or whatever albums I have in my collection. It's not like I turned my back on I just kind of embraced everything. That to me, good music is good music, dude. And I'm not one to jump on the flavor of the moment kind of thing, But I did like the sound that was coming out. Alice in Chains kind of predated the grunge explosion, like with Facelift, because the Man in the Box had hit like the year before. And I was into them immediately. I remember seeing their video. I was like, wow, these guys are cool, man. I love the harmonies. I love the sound. It's dark. The subject matter is serious. And so right off the bat, like with Facelift, I got that in CD like right away. And out of like all that whole scene, like Alice in Chains was my favorite. They were the most metal out of all those bands, with Soundgarden kind of second for me. And then probably Pearl Jam, then Nirvana. If I'm gonna rank them, that's how I like them. But these two albums are phenomenal, dude. I mean, I played these two Unplugged albums a lot back in the day, and revisiting them, it was really cool. It brought me right back to that time, that time frame. Interesting note about the Nirvana Unplugged. I mean, I remember my wife saw. I didn't know my wife back then, but she saw them live here in New York at Roseland Theater 2 days later after the Unplugged was taped. So they played a concert, and because I think that Unplugged was taped in New York as well.
Yeah.
And 2 days later, they did they were on tour or whatever, and they played in the Roseland Ballroom, and my wife went to that, so she got to see them live. Back in the day. I never got to see them, but I did see Alice in Chains the original Alice in Chains and stuff back in the day, and they were phenomenal. So yeah, I mean, I was into them in real time as they were coming out. I was with them. So I like them both. Nirvana, like hasn't aged as well with me, but I do go back to Bleach a lot. Bleach is a great album. I love the first album.
So Charles,
Yep.
how do you want to talk about your experience with these two albums?
I think I kind of did, but
I'm
all
just
right.
making sure. I just want to make sure I don't skip anybody.
Jerry, so we can get rolling.
Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah, I always thought Alice in Chains wiped the fucking floor with Nirvana, in my opinion, dude. I was never a big Nirvana fan. With that being said, though, I mean, I always thought that Nirvana's Unplugged was one of the more important Unplugged shows in that era. So I respected that. That didn't mean I liked the music. But then I listened to this CD yesterday when I was doing my notes, and I had a what do you call that, revelation, I guess, that
Revelation.
they're a good acoustic band, dude. They sound better acoustically than they do freaking with the shitty fucking guitars they play. And I actually, this isn't a blowout like I thought it would be, in my opinion. There's some good songs on Nirvana that, not Nirvana Unplugged, that are better than Alice in Chains, which I never thought in a million years would happen. So yeah, I mean, they're both really good albums. I mean, I love Alice in Chains, man. I mean, them and Soundgarden, I think, are my two favorites from that generation. I'm not a huge Pearl Jam fan either. So yeah, let's get this thing going.
All right,
Andy,
man. Well, me too. I got into both these bands at the same time. I bought the fucking Tower Records. I bought the facelift, and it came with a live concert within a VHS that my friend stole, never gave it back. So I watched it once, and he's like, "Let me borrow it." Well, here, but I'm always Nirvana. I liked them. I bought them when they came out. Bought every album, but it's not a band I go back to that much because I read the lyrics. And it basically, they have one chorus and one verse, but they are better unplugged. And this is kind of my favorite album from Nirvana. So maybe I'm more on the side of Alice in Chains, but we'll see when we start. Let's start with we're starting with About a Girl versus Nutshell. About a Girl, Nirvana, Nutshell, Alice in Chains. Let's start with you, Jerry.
Nutshell's a great tune, man. I love that song. But I like About a Girl acoustically better, man. I think that song sounds great. So I'm going to pick that one as my number, which is the winner there.
Charles?
Well, I'm going to go with Nirvana on this one as well. The AIC song is well played and very good, but I guess I'm biased a bit because this is one of my favorite Nirvana songs, which is also written from a long Ritalin-induced session of listening to Meet the Beatles, which I could feel that because the Beatles are the number one band of all time to the haters.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Fuckers. And
Damn right.
I just love this song About a Girl, and I just think it might have been slightly better played. So I got Nirvana up 1-0 at this point.
Al?
I'm gonna go with Nutshell. Actually, I love About a Girl. Don't get me wrong, great opener. I just love the way Nutshell kind of starts out. It's very mellow, and people, like, each band member comes in and it kind of builds up. It starts like it creates a mood. If you're actually watching the video, the Alice in Chains Unplugged, there's similar sets between the two. They're both like candles, and Alice in Chains seems a bit darker though, just a little more just lit by the candlelight, whereas Nirvana was a little brighter. It was lit a little more brightly. But the whole Nutshell, where they're all walking in one by one, and then to me it just creates this cool mood to start off this show. So I mean, Nutshell just slightly nudges About a Girl for me, but I love About a Girl, man. And Charles is right; he's really channeling his Beatles influence with that song. And that, I know the electric version. I remember the electric version of that too, but I think the acoustic version crushes it. But I'm going with Nutshell on this one.
Okay. Andy's not there, so we'll go to you, Eric.
So this one, I'm gonna go with About a Girl. Just nothing against the Alice in Chains song, but man, I just feel like About a Girl is just a better way to start an album off. I mean, it's just such a great song. It's very catchy. I didn't even know that that song was basically like written. It was inspired by him listening to Meet the Beatles, and thinking about it now, like when she said that, I'm kind of playing the song back in my head. I can see a lot of similarities. It's what a great song About a Girl is. Just don't listen to the shitty Puddle of Mud cover. Holy shit, that's terrible. Oh my, that was terrible. Like Wes Scantlin.
Shifty should have jumped. He should have jumped on stage and beat his
Oh
ass.
my god, like Wes Scantlin or whatever the fuck is that? He already sounded like a baby elk getting butt fucked. It was terrible. It was like listening to how goats like procreate. That was horrible. Like what? Oh, he should go to jail for that shit. But man, when Kurt Cobain sings About a Girl, whoo, amazing.
All right. So Andy, you around, dude? No, I guess I'll go. Well,
What happened?
Andy, are you alive? I think
Andy,
Sammy Hagar kidnapped him.
well, I'll just go and we'll come back to him on this. So About a Girl and versus Natural. I love About a Girl. I think it's one of Nirvana's songs that I could sit there and listen to without getting irritated after a while. It's more emotional. It's great, but Alice in Chains, man. You hear that bass? Fucking bass that Alice has. I think they're using electric bass on there, aren't they? Mixed with the acoustic. Fucking amazing. So, yeah. I love that. I love it when they don't go all acoustic. It's got a little meanness and darkness there with that. So I'm going with AIC, Alice in Chains. Andy, well, let's see if he votes Nirvana.
Andy would be the tiebreaker here.
No, yeah, he would. No, it might be tied.
Do we do something? Yeah, we should do something to kill the time or something.
Oh, well, we'll come back to the song. I don't know where he went.
Yeah, we'll go to number 2. We gotta get things moving here.
Yeah, we gotta go to number 2. So we go to number 2, Come As You Are versus Brother. Alice in Chains' brother, Come As You Are, is Nirvana. So Jerry.
I never could stand Come As You Are, no matter what version that song is. I hate that freaking song. I love Brother, man. That Jerry's acoustic sound on this album is just freaking out of the world, man. I love it. So yeah, I got to go with Brother on this one.
Okay, and then we go to you, Charles.
I'm going to go with Brother as well for the opposite reason of the first song. I thought Brother was better played by AIC on this record. Come As You Are is my least favorite big hit single by Nirvana. It always has been, it always will be. So I'm a little bit biased. I do think, though, Ann Wilson was better on the original recording, on the SAP version. But against Come As You Are, I'm going to take Brother. So I got them tied up right now, 1-1.
Okay. You're taking Brother. So then, hey, well, let's get to Andy. Andy.
Hey, he's back. He's
back.
Okay,
now,
sorry.
So About a Girl, a nutshell. We need your vote on that one.
Nutshell.
Yeah. Oh shit. That's 3-3.
That's 3-3.
Nutshell's a badass song, man.
Yep.
About a Girl's just all right, but the writing on Nutshell is just amazing. It's so heartbreaking and it's just so harrowing, and it's the perfect opener for what this Unplugged album is going to be. So Nutshell.
All right, and then the next song, Al. Next songs. Come As You Are versus Brother.
I'm going with Brother as well. Come As You Are, I like the song, but I like the electric version better. I didn't think it lended itself that well to the Unplugged. But Brother, man, I got to go with that one. I love that song, man. And that sappy piece is awesome, you know.
Yeah.
That Brother gets my vote.
So Andy, yours?
This one I actually had one over the other until I was driving home today, and I threw this song back on just to be sure. Brother. As my second pick over Come As You Are. Just like I like the plugged in version better. the Nirvana songs that I like more were the ones that it was like our first times hearing them on this album. So the songs that were on Nevermind did not translate that well for me, from plugged to unplugged.
So Eric,
I'm gonna go with "Come as You Are," actually, and they're two great songs. But
Mhm.
I don't know, man. Something about "Come as You Are," man, just hit with me when I was listening to them because I have not listened to these albums in like a long time.
Yeah,
and,
me neither.
And I literally like just did a crash course like when I got home from work and just listened to both of them and made my selections there. But man, something about "Come as You Are," man, just hit with me. I love that song. I love the song that ripped off too, the '80s or whatever that song's called. I love that song as well. But man, "Come as You Are," man, it was pretty good, man.
Mhm.
I gotta say, man, Kurt Cobain, very underrated vocalist, man. He is just, I love his voice. Even like on the songs I don't like by Nirvana or the songs that I don't pick that by Nirvana, I think his voice is amazing. I think his voice is the highlight of every song.
yeah, me, I pick Brother because they win this because the song structure is off the charts compared to Kurt. Kurt sounds like a 5-year-old on this one, man. I don't like his vocals. God, it's like Blink 182 before Blink 182, I guess, for me.
Let's go on it. Let's have
Yeah.
some sober.
And plus,
I
Nirvana
love
doesn't have,
Blink-182.
Nirvana doesn't have harmony. These two guys, Jerry Cantrell and Lane Staley, when they blend, it's like fucking heaven. It's like an ear candy. It's like they sound like one voice.
Exactly. I was gonna say the same. You can't tell who's who when they're singing together. It's so good.
Well, Lane's the higher one, and he's Jerry's more the bass, kind of.
I love both their voices together.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
Jerry's solo albums are amazing.
Oh, dude, I love what's that one, Boggy Depot or whatever. Oh,
And then the
great
one
album.
after that, dude. I
Mhm.
think,
Degradation Trip.
yeah, Degradation Trip.
Great albums.
Yeah,
All the
Jerry's
solo
a-
albums are great.
yeah. I got to get his new
Mhm.
one, man. It's fucking
The
good
latest
too.
one is awesome too.
Jerry doesn't get enough credit for his vocals. Everyone talks about Lane, but they don't realize it's like Lane and Jerry, man. When those voices blend, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a haunting quality to it. That's just
Oh my god.
I don't know. It's like it's haunting, but it relaxes you like kind of at the same time. It's weird, you
It's
know.
like a
but,
real like it's like a
it's like
dark
comforting,
Everly
but-
Brothers.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Good
man.
one.
Let's get to track number 3, which is "Jesus Don't Want Me," Nirvana, against "Jesus Don't Want Me" for a Sunbeam versus No Excuses by Alice in Chains. So we start with you, Jerry.
Come on now, this is my favorite Alice in Chains song, man. There's no fucking way that song even compares to that song. No excuses by a long shot.
So
They can play that. They can play that with Fisher Price toys, and it would still be better than Nirvana's version. Sorry.
Charles.
Well, I really love the fact they did a Vaseline's cover, and adding an accordion on the track and showing something different there. I got to go with No Excuses, and it's a runaway on that one. Now I got Alice in Chains up 2 to Nirvana's 1 at this point on my list.
So then we go with you, Al.
I'm also gonna go No Excuses. That's such a great Alice in Chains song. I like Charles though. I do like the "Jesus Don't Want Me for Something" cover though. I like the instrumentation they do in that with I remember they switched like Dave Grohl's playing the bass while Chris Novoselic's playing the accordion and stuff, and it's kind of cool, man. And the Vaselines are cool. It's cool that I think it was actually like a was it actually written by the Vaselines or was it like
It was a
like
hymn. It was a hymn, and it was Jesus
was a
Wants
hymn.
Me for a Sunbeam. And
Yeah, there you go. Kind of rewritten by the Vaselines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was cool, man. But yeah, I'm going with No Excuses on this one.
Andy.
Well, first of all, Charles, which Nirvana song won for you on the first track or the second track?
First one.
Yeah,
Oh, the
first
first
one.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
About
Here I am.
about
Here I'm going to go with Jesus Doesn't Want Me for a Sunbeam
Oh,
on this one. I think No Excuses is boring.
ah,
It is well beneath them, I think, because Alice in Chains is really good writers, and No Excuses is too simple for them. So I went with Jesus Doesn't Want Me for a Sunbeam on that one.
So Eric.
I am going to go with No Excuses. So Alice in Chains is finally on the board. In my poll, at least. No Excuses, man. I'm sorry. It's just way better song, in my opinion. It's really great. I think this is the point of the album where Alice in Chains starts really cooking.
Yep. And then we get to the what I think about it. Alice wins again. Nirvana's being a little boring. Alice plays way better. The song has a killer rhythm going. Lane and Jerry going again with those harmonies are insanely good. Jerry is the master of his guitar. Just listen to him.
I am.
He could play. Kurt Cobain cannot play like Control. You could hear it in the fucking.
But dude, he doesn't want to be like Contrell though, man.
Yeah.
He's different.
All he
That's
does,
true, yeah.
all he does is
Guitar hero.
strums. All he does is strums and has that other guy playing most of the good shit.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right. There's
He's
the
not
other
trying
guy
to be a
playing.
guitar hero. He's not trying to burn off solos.
It's the
He's
guy
a
from the
song-
Foo.
he's a
It's the guy from the
songwriter.
Foo Fighters who plays that other guitar in there.
Well, yeah.
But like
Who's the
Kurt's
drummer?
not a guitar. Kurt's not like a guitar player. He's a songwriter.
Well, that.
I mean,
No,
he doesn't want to be a guitar hero. He's just trying to be, he's just being Kurt Cobain.
yeah, he's not the best at songwriting either. So for
I
me,
love a lot
Yeah,
of Kurt Cobain songs.
He's a really good songwriter.
Hey, I
Heart
said
Box is
to
one of
me-
my top favorite songs of all time. That's a good song. Heart Shaped Box is amazing.
yeah,
But
I'm
Mark
just-
likes Ugly Kid Joe, so how can he judge?
why do you
All
have
right.
to do? Have I disparaged you on your
Ugly
opinions?
Kid Joe, holy shit!
Do you want me to bring up stuff that you like that nobody
And
else
you
cares
call
about?
Nirvana, you call Kurt Cobain a shitty songwriter. Let's
Yeah,
go
I
to
said
the
my
song.
opinion. I didn't
Yeah.
say it's truth. I said
Mark, you
in
also
my
like
opinion.
Sammy Hagar.
Ah, God. See,
All right, getting off the rails here.
I guess
Yeah.
I guess when I own somebody, they got to make me look bad. What is this, politics? To bring up something that you think is a handicap for me? That's fucked up, man. Fucked up. I could hold my own here. All right, so I pick. What did I pick?
What the fuck are we talking about?
Oh, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know,
We
but
were-
you picked No Excuses.
no excuses. I picked no excuses. Then we go to the Man Who Sold the World versus Sludge Factory. Jerry.
This was actually a tough one for me. I had to listen to these two back to back a few times. I was going to pick the Man Who Sold the World first, but I don't know, Sludge Factory, man. It's the mean sounding vocals he has in this song and that killer ass drop D tuning. You really hear it in Jerry's guitar playing in this one. So I got to go with Sludge Factory, man.
Then we
Cool.
go with you, Charles.
Sludge Factory off my privately favorite Alice in Chains album, Tripod, against the Man Who Sold the World. There, this was the first really hard one for me. I love Sludge Factory, but man, there's just something about this Bowie cover. And that guy that couldn't play guitar for Mark, even though Mark can't play guitar at all, Cobain is just nailing it on this one. Killing it. He was cheating though. He had a little effect pedal and electric amp on his Electro Martin there, and it was hidden at his feet. He had it covered by like flowers in a box, and he was working effects on the song. So maybe somebody would give it points off for not being a pure acoustic track, but I love it. Matter of fact, I kind of like it better than the Bowie original. So I'm going with Nirvana on this round.
Woo!
Damn. I kind of thought you'd pick that one. Al.
Ow,
Hey,
ow,
I'm gonna be-
ow.
I'm actually
I'm
gonna.
drunk.
Sludge Factory is a great song, man. Like Jerry was saying, but I am going Man Who Sold the World on this one. I love the way I just love the cover, man. The way they did the Bowie song, like Charles said, I think it's better than the original. They made it their own. They made it a hit here, and people didn't really know it was a Bowie song until after the fact, and they went back and revisited the Bowie song. I remember after that song was a hit, then the Bowie song started getting some airplay. The Bowie version started getting some airplay on New York radio over here, and nobody fucking never heard that on the radio, really, So, but again, I love Sludge Factory, man. I love the vocals and that and stuff, and the down-tuned guitars. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Man Who Sold the World on this one.
All right, Andy.
There's the David Bowie album, The Man Who Sold the World. I decided to share that with you. But the Nirvana version is a hell of a lot better than the Bowie one. And not just that, it's a whole lot better than Factory Sludge or whatever it was. I'm going with Nirvana, Man Who Sold the World.
Factory
Patrick
Sludge.
Sludge.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic cover. And like Charles was saying, that guitar playing, even though he did cheat, but so what? It was amazing. It was beautiful. So yeah, The Man Who Sold the World. It wasn't even close.
Eric.
I am going to go with Sludge Factory. I've never been a big fan of the Man Who Sold the World cover by Nirvana. I know a lot of people love it. I've listened to it so many times. I have a lot of friends that really like it. They always, if we're listening to music or something, that's something everyone will always pick. I just can never get into it. I've never really been even a fan of the Bowie version either. So I'm gonna go with Alice in Chains on this one, Sludge Factory. But like I said, I just never get in. I never got into that song, man. I don't know why.
All right, man. And then I get to my thing on it. Going into this, I preconceived notion that Nirvana would win this because I do love the cover, but alas, Alice wins again. Just listen to the guitars, they're doomy acoustic, plus Lane is fucking sounds fucking so amazing, so much personality in his voice, and then the monotone Cobain fucking playing another cover. Yeah, whatever.
Monotone.
Playing another fucking cover. How many covers they do, and all these Alice in Chains songs are original. So I picked fucking Alice in Chains on this one, and that was 3-3. So we're all split on that one. Then we get to the next song, Penny Royalty versus Down in a Hole. Jerry.
Ooh.
Again, this is very easy for me, man. Down in a Hole smokes that song by a long shot, in my opinion. Here's a fact about Pat Smear. Did you know he was in the Princess Raspberry Beret video? Just thought you might want to know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Down in a Hole is such a great fucking song, dude. I mean, you can't put anything on Nirvana's side that could beat this song, in my opinion. So by a long shot, Down in a Hole.
Charles.
Well, this is another brutal one for me here. I'd so dig Penny Royalty. It's basically a solo Cobain performance, not basically, it is, and a damn fine one, but against Down in a Hole, oh man, I gotta go with that. Down in a Hole, way better song. It just fucking rules. So now I got Alice in Chains up 3, Nirvana 2 at this point.
Al.
I'm going Down in a Hole as well. When Lane is singing this, man, it's like you can actually like fucking feel the pain, like almost like that he's singing about, dude. It's like he's almost making you feel it. You know, he had that knack of singing, and like you're feeling what he's feeling almost. You know what I mean? And he sings it with conviction. And there's a rumor that like when during this Unplugged, he was struggling like majorly with heroin by this point. And the fact that he was able to do this performance, I mean, who knows if he was even on smack during the performance, man. You know, he may have been. And if that's the case, I mean, he still delivered a hell of a performance. And this song proved it, man. You know what I mean? So Down in the Hole, man, I got to go with that. I do like the Penny Royalty. I do like that version though, because and Cobain, you can kind of feel Cobain's pain in that song too. You know, the lyrics and the way he's singing it. But I'm giving the edge to Down the Hole. I mean, Down the Hole is like such an iconic Alice in Chains song. Like, for me, it can't be beat. So that's Down the Hole for me.
Andy.
Yeah. Before they had done this Alice in Chains show, there was rumors that Alice in Chains had broken up because no one had seen the band in almost a year or more without any kind of public appearances or anything like that. So this was a shock when they saw the state that Lane Staley was in. I love Penny Royalty. I think Kurt Cobain does a beautiful job of singing that, but Down in a Hole, it's just a classic. It's a beautiful song. It's great. It's greatly written and performed. So Alice in Chains, Down in a Hole for me.
Eric.
Oh man, I have to go down in the hole, man. That song, that's my favorite Alice in Chains song of all time, and it's just up there as one of those just great fucking songs. I don't care if it's the electric version or the acoustic version. It's just, you know, it's better than any. It's better than the best Nirvana song in my opinion. I love Down in a Hole, man. It's you know, it's a song that, man, it's just, you know, I think Jerry Cantrell wrote it about you know, like a girlfriend he had, and when he started going out on the road and like living a rock star life, that relationship ended because of him being gone so much. You know, it's just, you feel that pain, man. And I had a rough breakup with fucking Michelle Zimbrano. I hate that bitch. She broke my heart, man. I remember hearing that song when the breakup was happening, man. Things were going bad, and my friend, I was at a party with my buddy Nick and my buddy Justin. I heard Justin was like, "Oh, play some Alice in Chains." That song hit. Totally just reflected everything I was feeling, man. I love that song, man. It's a beautiful song, but it's also a sad song, man. It hits you in the feels, and man, just the way Lane and Jerry sing it, man, just you just feel that pain. So I gotta go with Down in a Hole. I mean, you can't compete with it. It's so amazing.
It's like, this is a classic by Alice in Chains. It's,
Oh
to me,
yeah,
this is
both
a
versions.
bigger than any Nirvana song for me. Just the
I
way
agree.
the lyrics are, man. It's like, I can't pick Penny Royalty, a song about laxatives and fucking whatever, you know, whatever he's talking about. But it says down in the hole, and I don't know if I could be saved. See my heart, I
Both
decorate
songs
it like a
about that.
grave.
Oh, I wanna be inside of you.
I was
Oh,
supposed
it's
to
so
be,
good.
look at me now, who won't let himself be. It goes down in a hole, feeling so small, down in a hole, losing my soul. I like to fly, but my wings have been so denied.
Oh, it's fucking poetry, man.
It's fucking poetry. Nirvana would love to write a song like this.
My
Oh,
favorite.
well, they have several of them like that. But
Oh
go
God,
ahead.
no.
My-
Not with
my-
three.
I guess you don't listen to a lot of
I
Nirvana.
read
but
the
go ahead.
lyrics. I
my
read
fa-
one
I will-
chorus and a verse.
my favorite Nirvana
Repeated.
song is Heart Shaped Box, and even that can't compete with Down in a Hole, man.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
that's,
Mark.
that's God tier material, man. Ooh.
What?
Oh, well, sometimes a verse and a chorus is all it takes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm
what
a
the
Neil
fuck, Mark?
I'm a Neil Peart fan. I put these lyrics up with
Mark,
him.
do you like the Ramones? Do you like
Yes,
the Ramones?
but I expect
The
that from
Ramones
them.
songs are so. Why is like simplicity such a bad thing?
No, but
Simplicity can be the best thing at
they
times.
put Cobain up there with great songwriters. He's shit to me.
Yeah,
I
but
think it's
to you.
amazing.
Yeah, I said to me.
But
I
I'm
don't
not even-
I don't
I'm not
understand it.
I'm
That's
not
it.
big
Yeah, you
Kurt
don't,
Cobain.
but others do.
I'm not the biggest Kurt Cobain fan, but
That's
you know, I
fine.
can acknowledge
I
that
don't
the
shit
guy-
on you guys for liking him.
The guy is
Yeah.
a great songwriter. I mean,
And
I like a lot of
songs-
his songs. It's
Songs
grown
are
on
more
me, but
than songs are more than lyrics, which
Yeah.
you'd have to look
I'm
at
not
that.
shitting on none of you guys
That's
for
like-
liking Nirvana.
that's like hating on AC/DC because AC/DC.
No, but the thing
simple.
is, they don't put them up as
Ugh.
great songwriters. It irritates me that Kurt gets put up with Neil Peart.
I
No,
mean, I
two
know.
different style songwriters,
but
Mark.
they're-
Yeah.
Two
I can
different
pick-
styles.
okay, this is the same type of music. Lane Staley and Jerry Cantrell kick Cobain's ass,
But it's
I
not the
agree
same
with that,
style.
but I agree with that. But Kurt
but they're
Cobain
not
still-
put up
he's
there.
really
They're not
good.
put up there higher than Cobain. Nobody talks about Alice in Chains lyrics like they do Cobain's. That does piss me off.
No, that sucks, but there's more to songs than lyrics.
I understand that. You guys got a feel from it. It's fine. It's that I don't make fun of you guys for that, but I do get made fun of for liking Hagar. Okay. Just saying.
Well, Sammy Hagar sucks.
that's-
That's just like, that's a fucking fact, Mark. Sammy
All
Hagar
right.
sucks. That's
So-
science. Even Jesus in the Bible
Oh,
says somewhere
jeez.
Hagar
Okay.
sucks.
So that was a clean sweep. Nobody picked Penny Royalty.
No.
Down in a Hole wins by a landslide.
No, and it's not just
That's how
about
good
that.
of a song it is, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Down
was
in a
comparing
fucking
it.
hole,
I was
baby.
comparing
Woo!
lyrics from both of them. Alice in Chains kills.
Yeah.
And then we get to Dumb versus Angry Chair, Jerry. I am the leprechaun. I am the leprechaun.
Oh,
This is
I am a leprechaun, boy.
leprechaun. I am the leprechaun. Stop it. You're
Oh.
scary.
All right.
Danny boy.
I was just
This
trying to
is-
do
this is
Wayne's
what-
World.
We're gonna get fucking canceled.
Yeah,
This is
we
getting
don't
to be-
we don't condone that on this show. getting canceled. Okay.
Ahoy, find me pot of gold.
This is getting to be unfair, you know. Angry Chair is another fucking great song. I don't even know this song dumb, to be honest with you. So I listened to it once. I did not like it. Yeah, Angry Chair just blows this off the fucking map, dude. Not even close.
Charles.
All right, man. I agree because I'm gonna go with Dumb. Angry Chair, I don't think came across well in the Unplugged format. And Dumb was on In Utero. It's also Francis Bean's favorite Nirvana song.
I did not like it.
I don't know. I just like I have always liked the song Dumb, and I love Angry Chair, but I just think it was better electric. I think it was better on dirt. So I gotta go with Dumb on it. I've always liked the song Dumb. So
Hey, Al.
I'm gonna go with Angry Chair. I just like the song better. I never really got into Dumb. It never connected with me really, so that's why I'm just picking Angry Chair. I mean, Angry Chair is to me the superior song, even on the Unplugged version. So that's my pick.
Andy.
Angry Chair by a mile. Big time. Not even close on that one.
Eric.
I gotta go with Angry Chair, man. Just Alice in Chains are really kicking ass on my list right now. More of an Alice in Chains fan, man. Angry Chair, man, just does more for me than
Yeah, I agree with you. So it's 5-1. I picked.
yes, I'm the only
All
dumb.
right.
Yes,
You ain't no dummy. All right, I'm trying to.
I'm the
all right,
one
now-
dummy.
You ain't
I
no
like
dummy.
them crappy lyrics. I like them shitty Nirvana songs.
You're dumb. Ugh.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
just
dumbass.
I was kidding. I fucking love
the
you.
lyrical content and the playing is far superior on Alice in Chains side than it is on. I do like Dumb. I think it's a good song. It's kind of one of my favorites off In Utero, and Kurt's voice is kind of mellow on there. It's pretty cool. And I do. What are they playing? A cello in there, unplugged. It's pretty cool sounding.
Yeah.
Nirvana had a cello player.
Yeah, that was pretty damn cool. I liked it, but I like Angry Chair's far more superior song to me.
Yeah, I thought Dumb was amazing. It's just this Angry Chair, man. Just
Exactly.
in my opinion, man, just hits harder for me, man.
Yeah. So that was 5-1. You ain't no dummy, Charles, but Jerry, we're going up now. We're going Polly versus Rooster.
So we got a rooster against a parrot name, huh? Okay. Again, man,
That's
come
funny.
on. This is not fair, dude. I mean, rooster by 10 million fucking miles, man. Come on now. This isn't even debatable. Sorry.
Charles.
So Rooster wants a cracker.
The rooster.
To me, it's almost as if the two bands did this on purpose here.
Yeah.
And I don't mean just the pun of the titles. I'm talking about the quality of the songs. How to choose. I absolutely love both. When it comes down again, is execution of the songs, and I just think Rooster doesn't hit the same mark as Polly does in the acoustic format to me. Hard choice, but I'm gonna go with Polly by a smidge. I just think it sounded a little bit better on this format to me.
How?
I got to agree with Charles on this one. I'm actually going to go with Polly too by a hair on this one. Yeah, I mean, I love Rooster, but to me, the electric version is the better version. And I think Polly lent itself better, obviously, in acoustic in this format. So not to say I don't love an Angry Chair, I do, but I'm going with Polly just by like that much. So.
All right, Andy.
Yeah, both of these songs talk about social issues. Polly is written about a 14-year-old girl that was raped and sexually assaulted coming back from a show. And so that's who Polly is. The song is about her. And Rooster, we all know, follows the story of a soldier that has given his life for this country. And when he comes back, it's not the way that he thought it would be. to be welcomed as a hero as they should be. But with that being said,
Sad.
About his
I'm
dad.
going with yeah,
That's bad.
I'm going with Rooster on this one. Yeah, I do like the unplugged. I mean, I do like the plug version more, but the lyrics on Rooster and the way that it's sung still hits me harder. But Polly should also be very respected for the subject that it's about.
I'll give you that much about this song.
And
So it was a very
it's just a
close
good
for me.
song too.
Yeah, yeah, and it was very close for me, but I went with Rooster.
All right, Eric.
Dude, I gotta admit, this is a very tough one because I thought both these songs kick ass for all
Yeah.
different reasons. It was so tough, man, but I'm gonna like, I was back and forth, but I'm gonna give the edge to Rooster just because I've known that song way longer than I've known Polly. Who knows? Maybe a year from now, maybe I like Polly better than Rooster, but I'm giving the edge to Rooster, man. It wins by like a cunt hair because it's both songs just kick ass, man. But dude, Rooster, man, it's just you can't beat it. Even acoustic, man, that song still kicks so much ass. And I'm gonna take a piss break, so.
All right.
Go
And
ahead.
I'm going with Rooster also. So that's 4-2 Alice in Chains on that one.
We're just gonna give Nirvana the whole loss to Marks. He ain't picked one yet. I'll just keep that one rolling. We already know what you're gonna pick on when you get to it.
You don't.
Oh, we do.
No, you don't.
Let's go.
Well, I said I didn't say how I liked about Polly. I like Polly. I think it's a good song, but I go by lyrical content, and I didn't know it was about a 14-year-old girl. But this is more personal to Lane as his growing up because his dad came back from Vietnam, and that song was written about his dad. So that was personal. His dad was never there for him.
It was Jerry.
It was
Oh, it
Jerry.
was Jerry? I thought it was Lane's
Yeah.
dad. Oh, Jerry.
That was Jerry.
Well, Jerry's dad. So it made more sense to me. So,
Okay.
so Polly, I didn't know about, but even if I did, I like Rooster way better. So then we get to On a Plane. Got Me Wrong. Jerry.
This was actually a little closer than the rest of them have been, but I got to go with "Got Me Wrong" again, man. I love the way it sounds and grooves the whole song. I like the song "On a Plane." I did not hate it, so this is closer than I thought. But I like "Got Me Wrong" a little bit better.
Hey, Charles.
Well, at this point, I got Nirvana. When we get here, I got Nirvana up 4-3 by Alice in Chains, and we just got a tie now because "Got Me Wrong" is one of my favorite Alice in Chains songs, and I don't think and just like I didn't think Rooster or Angry Chair came across to me that great acoustic. I don't think On a Plane did to me at all, and I love the song "Got Me Wrong." Makes me think of Randall.
Randall.
Yeah, Clerks. If you can't
Yeah.
think of Clerks, you don't hear that song. I don't know.
Clerks.
Box of wine puts you right out, along with Kirk. So now I got Alice in Chains and Nirvana tied 4-4. So got
And over there.
All
Just
right.
killed
Then
that
we
whole
get,
box.
then we get to you, Al.
Oh man, I'm going with "Got Me Wrong" as well. Great song. I love that Sap EP, man. That's like one of my favorite EPs. Yeah, "Got Me Wrong." I do love "On a Plane" though, but like Charles was saying, I think well, I like "On a Plane" on Nevermind better, the electric version. So that's like actually one of my favorite Nirvana songs on that album, "On a Plane." But "Got Me Wrong" lends itself better acoustically in this format. So it comes from an acoustic EP. So so "Got Me
Yeah.
Wrong," man, for me.
Hey, Andy.
Oh, where am I? Where am I? Oh, there I am. I am going to go with "On a Plane" by Nirvana. I love that song. I love the rhythm that song has. So I'm giving it to Nirvana on this one. "On a Plane."
Hey, Eric.
So Nirvana finally gets back on my board, man. "On a Plane," fucking killer song, man. I fucking love it. And for a moment too, I thought Alice in Chains was gonna win. Then when I listened on the plane, because I kind of started off, I was kind of like, not so sure about this one. But man, once it kicked in that chorus, I'm like, this song wins. The song is just fucking amazing. Great song. And again, Kurt's voice. Whoo. I mean, the guy can sing, man. I love his voice. It's just so amazing.
It's got so much emotion in it.
Yeah, it's like, he's not technically a great singer, but I mean,
But you can
the way
feel
he
it.
the way he sings is just so awesome. He's got a unique voice. Try singing some of those Nirvana songs. It probably ain't easy. Like even all the songs that lost to Alice in Chains songs, I thought like, wow, maybe I'm not a big fan of that song, but Kurt's voice is like the best part of that song.
Yep.
All right, and then I'm gonna pick fucking Got Me Wrong is one of my all-time favorite Alice in Chains songs. I like On a Plane, I like the song acoustic, I like it electric, but I'm gonna go with Alice in Chains because you hear the drums from Alice in Chains, they're like swinging, dude. They're like swinging. They're on like a swivel, and I don't know what the fuck's up with Dave Grohl. He's just hitting those wire brushes and just hit. He's not playing.
Well,
He's a great drummer. He's like dumbed down in that acoustic performance.
Well, he had to, man, because he's such a hard hitting drummer. He had to play very soft on that. They wanted to keep it soft. That was the whole thing with Kurt. Kurt wanted him. You got to. I remember hearing interviews about rehearsals for that album, and Dave Grohl was just hitting the drums way too hard, and Kurt was like, "No, you got to ease up." That's why he was using the wire brushes to soften the touch. It just in an acoustic setting like that, in a quiet setting, Dave was overpowering everybody, so that's why they had to do it that way.
Because the Alice in Chains drummer's not too overbearing, but you hear his hitting more drums, hitting some cymbals.
Yeah, they're playing a bit harder, like in the acoustic. If you look at their playing, like everybody's hitting the acoustics hard, and when it needs to be hit hard. It seems like Nirvana brought like things down to like a quiet level, for their performance. Whereas Alice in Chains kind of what's that?
That was unique too. Nirvana was known for all that loud and squealing and hard drumming and all. So
they did the complete opposite. I mean, they did a true unplugged acoustic set, not sounding like they always do, which just showed more talent that they have.
Well, then pick my song, and then we get to the next one, Something in the Way versus Heaven Beside. Something in the Way, Nirvana, Heaven Beside Alice in Chains. Jerry.
Dude, Heaven Beside You is such a great fucking song, dude. I like Something in the Way. It's not bad, but I got to go with Heaven Beside You. It's such a fucking great tune, dude. I mean,
Charles?
I'm going back with Alice in Control right now. I always found Something in the Way to be slightly underwhelming, and I think the Batman wore it out for me, to be honest with you. And Heaven Beside You is an underrated gem, and I'm telling you folks at home, iPod album, people overlook that album a lot. I'm telling you, that motherfucker rules. I love it. One of my favorite tracks on that album. I do think the Alice track benefits here going against a song I'm not wild about, but hey, it's a album battle, so I'm going back with Alice. And now I got Alice in Chains up 5-4 at this point.
I mean, Jerry Cantrell is a fucking great singer in his own right, man.
I love Jerry Cantrell.
Fucking just incredible. Yeah.
So Al.
This is a real tough one for me, man, because I love Heaven Beside You. I'm actually going to go with something in the way. There's something. There's like a haunting quality to that song, like with the cello and all that, and his voice just like blending with the cello. It's kind of something real haunting about it. And I don't know, I get chills when I hear that song, that version of the song. So, but Heaven Beside You is great. Don't get me wrong, but I'm going with Nirvana on this one by a hair.
Andy.
Something in the Way by Nirvana. Heaven Beside You is boring and repeats itself over and over and over. It's like the same chorus 4 or 5 times.
And you like Nirvana?
Drags. Huh?
Nirvana does that also.
Yeah, but that song drags for me.
Oh, okay.
Always has. So Nirvana, Something in the Way, I think is a hidden gem.
Eric.
I'm gonna go with Alice in Chains again, man. Him Beside You. Something in the Way just never did anything for me. Whereas Him Beside You, man, I think it's a killer track. especially acoustic.
Yeah, man, I agree with you, man. I go in with Alice in Chains, Heaven Beside
Right
You.
on. Oh yeah.
Because the drums, man, the drummer's good, man, and it just like Kurt just sounds like he's whining something in the way. And then I saw it in Batman. I go, it fit good in the movie, though. It did work for where they put it in the movie. It was
but
getting
they
very
played it all-
depressing. Huh?
They played it too much in it though.
Yeah, but it worked for the movie. They could have found some like Smith songs or something. Been cool. But I go for Alice in Chains,
Trickster.
Trickster. And then we
Oh, God, I fucking hate Trickster, man. Even like, dude, even people that listen to like some of the shittiest hair metal, even they draw the line at fucking Trickster. Trickster fucking sucks. Oh my God.
I
they
don't
suck.
I don't like their first album, but their albums after that fucking
Oh my
rule.
God, you listen to the albums after the first album?
I hate the first album. The first album's it's like Hanson.
The first album you listened to and you thought, oh, let me give them a second chance.
No, because
What
they
the
came
hell?
Eddie Trunk played one of their newer songs from here or something from the
Why
album
did
here.
Eddie Trunks play that shit? That's horrible.
And I liked it, and I started looking into them, and they sound
Oh
they
my
didn't
God.
they're a very Steve Brown's a great guitarist, man.
Oh my God, Steve Brown? Steve Brown? Fuck him, man.
All right, man.
No, he's
I
a great
hate
guitar
Steve
player.
Brown. He sucks.
All right.
Nah,
So-
he's not. Doesn't suck as a guitar player, bro.
no, he doesn't.
Oh,
He's
and
actually
then they
working
got
with
and they got the
working with
douchebag,
right
and then
now.
they got the douchebag with the hoodie. Oh,
Hoodie.
Hoodie.
Who's
the
that?
guy, well, no, the guy with the he wears what is it? A beanie, the bass player.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you mean the guy in Striper? Oh, that's Firehouse.
No, the guy with the beanie. He always
I
wears a
don't know.
fucking beanie and shit. He looks like a fucking hipster, and I can't stand the guys from.
Dude, I like Trickster's albums after the first one. I don't like the first album. But let's get to Plateau versus Wood.
Sorry, my
Gary.
cat was like playing with the laptop charger.
Jerry.
This is a Meat Puppet song, if I'm correct on that
Yeah,
one, right?
lots of covers.
A lot of
Yeah.
covers on the Nirvana one though.
I know.
It still doesn't match up with Wood, man. Come on. If you want to talk about classic guitarists in that fucking generation, it's that riff right there, man. Wood by a long shot. Sorry.
Charles.
There's no need to apologize for it. Wood, this Meat Puppet song fucking sucks, man. I don't know if you've heard the original, it's even worse.
Yeah.
I mean, no
I did listen.
disrespect to the Meat Puppets. I tried. I was like, let me hear the originals. Ooh, they're even worse. But I will give Nirvana credit. They wanted to do something for a band that they liked, and they opened it up and they used their celebrity and stroke to bring them on. And because the Meat Puppets performed on this, the two brothers, band out of Austin. Just didn't do it for me, and this song was horrible. And I think Wood, it was poorly sung. Both the low notes and the high notes, Cobain could not handle the song. But in Wood, come on, that's my favorite Alice in Chains song, and it came across great. So now Alice in Chains is in the lead at this point for me, 6-4.
Remember that song was also on the single soundtrack, Wood?
Yeah.
That's a great
Yeah.
album, that singles album.
And they performed it in the movie.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see that movie. That's one of those
I'm
movies
probably
that
the only-
keep,
I'm
I
probably the
keep
only
meaning
person
Well, if
to
you
I
watch.
like
actually
Matt
that
Dillon, he's in there.
I
I
like
like
that
Matt
movie,
Dillon.
actually.
I love him in Over the Edge.
Those Outsiders.
Yeah, I like Over the Edge better.
I've never seen that.
Oh, come
Everybody
on.
talks
Matt
about
Dillon's
him.
best
Huh?
role.
Mark, you never
There's
seen
something
Over the
about
Edge?
Mary.
Holy
Matt
shit!
Dillon's
Something
best
about Mary
role.
Rules with him in there.
That's his
Oh, that's
best
a great
role.
movie.
Drugstore Cowboy is good too.
Yeah.
My Bodyguard.
I like the title of that movie.
My Bodyguard
Yeah.
I remember that.
with
Yeah.
that Christopher Makepeace.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Moody.
All
And
right,
then
man.
he did this odd
right.
show that was on Fox like a few years ago, where he was some kind of guy that was stuck in this little town, and the little town was full of
Oh, I like that. He was the sheriff.
people. Huh?
He was the
He was
sheriff.
the sheriff.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
it
that.
was like an odd town, but I forgot the name of it.
It got canceled.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
really good. It was kind of a mystery. It was kind of eerie.
Was
Yeah,
that
I
that
like-
Stephen King thing? Was that Stephen King thing?
No, that was
I think
Amazing
so.
Stories.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Amazing Stories came back on freaking Apple, and that was good, and they stopped making them. There's Moose.
With Spielberg.
Yeah, my pick here, this is going to be my favorite Alice in Chains song, Wood. It's awesome. It's a great song. It's a great track. I love it acoustically. I love it when it was on Dirt. And in fact, when this came out, when their Unplugged came out, I was excited to hear what Wood would sound like. So this was easy for me. Alice in Chains with Wood.
What are you feeding that animal, Eric? Man, I think that he got huge.
He's always been so fat. He's fat, but I love him.
Did Al go?
Al, you went.
No,
Okay, go Al.
it's gonna be Wood.
Because Andy went by himself.
Sorry, I thought I was called on.
Okay, no.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely Wood. I agree with Charles. It's not that great of a Meat Puppet song. I do like the fact that, I mean, they did give Meat Puppets, like Charles said, the platform there, and they not too long after they hit with Backwater. After that, they got popular with that song, so it gave them kind of a boost. So props to Kurt for that, because I do like that Meat Puppets album. That Backwater song. If nobody's ever heard it, Too High to Die. It's a good album, man.
Yep, it is.
Anyway, back to Wood. I think it's their tribute to Andrew Wood from Mother Love Bone, which is a great band that was on the verge of hitting it big, and didn't happen because Andrew Wood passed. So I love that Alice in Chains song. Great song, man. One of my favorites too.
Hey, Eric.
I'm gonna go with Wood. It's just such a great song. Not a fan of the Meat Puppets cover. I will say Meat Puppets are a better band than Trickster, but you can't beat Wood. It's just one of Alice in Chains' best songs, man. You can't go wrong with it. Acoustic or electric, it's a great song, man. So gotta go with Wood.
Man, I feel attacked every time I do this show. It's all Trickster, Larry, LA Guns, Nine Arm Def Leppard.
Yeah, I love LA Guns.
Thank you. Do you like Riley's LA Guns? No, I'm joking.
No, God, no. Fuck Steve Riley.
Thank you.
Fucking asshole.
All right. And then everybody's got a hard on for Wood. So I pick Wood.
Everybody's got some Wood going.
I get Wood every morning. I got Wood like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Don't really need to hear that.
And now we get to the Wood just has a swing to it, and it's one of the best opening bass lines of a song.
It's so catchy. It's like really catchy.
Like rhythm bass. It's like what Queensryche is doing again.
It's got a lot of hooks in it.
Yeah, it's really good. So then we go to Oh Me versus Frogs, Jerry.
I love the fucking Frogs riff. I like that. Ding, ding. He goes that harmonic ding. Fucking love that riff, man. But the actual song itself doesn't do much for me. I'm about to go with Oh Me on this one, dude. I mean, it just sounds better acoustically than Frogs, in my opinion. So I'm back in the Nirvana fucking camp here.
All right, Charles.
Yeah, at this point, my score tally is AIC 6, Nirvana 4. Frogs, AIC versus Nirvana. Oh Me, Nirvana back in the winning column here. Oh Me, unlike Plateau, is a good song, and I think Nirvana pulls it off well. I don't think Frogs came across well under acoustic setting. And it's like the exact opposite of Plateau. I think Oh Me is one of the better performances on the album. So 6-5 at this point on my tally. AIC still up by 1.
Yeah, Al.
I'm gonna go Oh Me as well on this one. Frogs. I never got into Frogs for some reason. I don't know why. It just never connected with me. But I'll go with Oh Me on this one. What are you saying, man?
Jerry's fucked up. Go, Andy.
Jerry's almost as fucked up as I am.
Jerry's not drinking. He's just being fucked up.
Holy shit, he's not drinking? What?
Nah, man. I'm
Oh my
high on
God.
life, dude. Fuck it. I haven't drank in 2 weeks since I had my operation, and I don't fucking miss it, man. I don't.
Jerry's when I was in high school, I got caught drinking, and I got sent to a rehab program. And there was a kid there, and we had to introduce ourselves like, "Hi, I'm Eric, and you know, my drug of choice is this, and my last use was this." There was a kid there, and he's like, "My name's Mitch, and my drug of choice is life, and the last use was just right now." He was the coolest guy ever. But yeah, Jerry's high on life right now.
Yeah.
Drink a choice, man.
He's high on
Powerade.
Powerade Zero.
All right, Andy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with frogs on this one.
I
I
love
might
the
be
riff.
the only one that went with it, but I went with
I love
frogs
the
on
riff.
this one. I wasn't a big fan of Oh My at all. Oh, I'm sorry, Oh Me. So I went with frogs. It was kind of a toss up because I'm not a really big fan of either one of them. But if I had to choose one, it would be frogs.
All right, Eric.
I'm kind of in the same pool as Andy, where I'm not really a fan of either song. I do gotta say though, I will go with frogs because I am more of an Alice in Chains fan, and I thought that song was just slightly better. But it's two songs I'm not really like real big on. I'm not real keen on both of them, but I'll give the edge to the Alice in Chains song "Frogs" because I thought that one was just slightly better.
Okay, and then we get to me. I pick frogs. I don't like that song that Nirvana does. It's just boring to me. Yeah, I haven't picked one Nirvana yet, but
Yes, you know, you have picked a Nirvana song.
I haven't picked one yet. No.
No,
Will
you
I?
haven't.
I don't know. And then we get to Lake of Fire versus Alice in Chains. The fuck? Over
What the
now.
hell?
Over now. So Jerry.
Fucking, I guess it's turned into a Meat Puppets album, huh? I like Lake of Fire, man. I love it. I wasn't very familiar with Over Now. I actually forgot about that song, so, and it still is kind of forgettable to me. So I got to go with Lake of Fire, man. Go with Nirvana again.
Charles.
Over now. And like, this is a tough one for me here because I actually love Over Now. Brutal, but there's something about the rawness of Cobain on the track, and I have to say, almost sadly, I'm gonna go with Nirvana on this one. As much as I love Over Now, because I do love that song. So it's now tied 6-6 on my list.
Al.
This is one of the tougher ones for me too, because I love Over Now, but I'm going to give the edge to Lake of Fire on this one too. I love the delivery of it. I love the way, you know, I've always liked the song ever since I first heard it, and so I'm giving the edge to Lake of Fire, not by much though, because I still love Over Now, but Nirvana gets this one for me.
Andy.
Yeah, this one was kind of tough for me too, but I am going to go with Lake of Fire by Nirvana. Lake of Fire for me. Again, his voice, his rawness. I know that he's not the best singer, but he's got so much feel, so much expression in his voice. So Nirvana, Lake of Fire.
Eric.
I am going to go with Alice in Chains, man. Once again, the Nirvana song was not bad, man, but I gotta go with Alice in Chains, man. I liked it just a little bit better, man. So I'm going with Over Now.
Yeah, well, I'm picking Nirvana on this one because
All right.
look, where there's Kurt showing some personality in his voice. Where the bad people go when they die, they go to a lake of fire and fry. You know, he's see again. He's like, it's like, dude, you're fucking changing the tone on me. I fucking dig it. And that's one of my favorite Nirvana songs. So I picked that one. So that one was 5-1. Nirvana wins that battle. I think that's the first one they won, and they've been tied. All right, and then we go to All Apologies versus Alice in Chains versus Killer Is Me.
Fucking love The Killer Is Me, man. Love that song. But All Apologies is my favorite Nirvana song, man, and I'm gonna have to go with that one, dude. I've always liked that song, man. Actually, I love that song for a Nirvana song, so I'm definitely taking All Apologies.
And then which one did you take again? Sorry.
All Apologies.
All Apologies. Charles.
While I find the Alice song adventurous and unique, I find it's not well sung versus the greatest version of this Nirvana classic. So now I got Nirvana up 7-6. to Alice in Chains is 6.
Hey, Al.
I gotta go to All Apologies as well. Great version of it. I prefer this version over the in utero version.
Oh,
And Killer with Me is was the new song I think written for this Unplugged. I don't know. I guess it's an alright song, but this one was better for me.
Andy.
All Apologies, easy, without a doubt. This is the better version on the Unplugged, even though I did love it in the album In Utero. In fact, I love In Utero a lot. It's a great album.
Great
Really
album.
good rocker, man. It's a fucking rocker. And then, but All Apologies wins it by a landslide for me.
Yay, Eric.
I gotta go with All Apologies by Nirvana, man. Great fucking song, man. Just blew me away. Not against the Alice in Chains track, but man, just Nirvana blew me away with this one, man. I gotta go with All Apologies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with All Apologies too. So this makes a Nirvana clean sweep here.
Woo!
Yeah, I just think this song is well played, well done.
Hell yeah.
And this is the first Alice in Chains song on here that does have no groove. And All Apologies has a groove, and it's just a boring Alice in Chains song to me. So I picked Nirvana. Then we get to the last battle, which we had a vote, and they picked Don't Follow versus Where Did You Sleep Last Night by Nirvana. Jerry.
I thought Don't Follow was the weakest of the choices in my opinion. And I like Where Did You Sleep Last Night, man. It was a cool tune. I'd actually completely forgotten about that song until I listened to this CD yesterday, man. Really dig that song. So I'm going to go with Nirvana on that one.
Hey, Charles.
Yeah, I'm with Jerry. I got to thank the fans for picking that rather weak song. Easy win for Where Did It Sleep Last Night, because I think it's the single best performance on the record and my favorite track on the record. So I didn't add I'll Stay Away from Jar of Flies because there was electric instrumentation. I think I'll Stay Away would blow this song away though.
Yeah.
But oh well, those were the options and it was picked that way. So Where Did You Sleep Last Night? So for my final tally, Nirvana wins 8-6.
Hey, Al.
I'm gonna go with the Nirvana one too, man. But I do love that Alice in Chains song. But there's something about Kurt's delivery on this song, man. Like the ending, there's the part where like he has to pause to actually like take a breath. If you're watching the video, if you remember this part, is the part where he's like he stops and it's almost like he just has to catch his breath and then he gives like this. Then he goes back into it, man. It's just kind of like it's pretty wild, man. Like it's almost like he's in pain and he's like working his way through it. So I don't know, man. This song just kind of hit me, like when I used to watch the Unplugged, like that part especially. So I gotta go with Nirvana on this one, man.
Hey, Andy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what song won or would have won in the poll. It's going to be Nirvana's Where Did You Sleep Last Night? This track is, like Charles said, one of the best on here, and it's delivered again. Kurt Cobain, yes, he doesn't have the greatest voice, but so much emotion and so much pain.
He's got such a
behind his
unique voice,
on this
man.
track. It was just
Great voice.
man. I mean, you can feel it. You just can. And this whole performance on Unplugged. And I'm going to finish with saying this because Charles had it 8-6. I had mine 7-7.
Hang on.
It was 7-7 for me.
Hey, Eric.
This was a tough one, man. That Nirvana song, the Where Did You Sleep Last Night? I was never the biggest fan of it, but listening to it again, it's grown on me a little bit more. But I do like Don't Follow just a little bit more, just because I love the Jar of Flies EP, man. That EP is phenomenal. I do agree.
It is a phenomenal. You're right.
I do agree. Like Don't Follow is maybe like the weakest track on that EP, but it's still fucking amazing. So I get the slight edge to Alice in Chains, once again. But who knows? Like I said, with the other song, Polly versus Rooster. Who knows? Maybe in a year or so, maybe the Nirvana song's better. But I give the edge to Alice in Chains just this one time, man. But I agree with freaking Andy, man. Kurt Cobain, man, what a great fucking voice that guy has. Like even the songs that I don't like by Nirvana, the highlight is Kurt's voice, man. What a beautiful voice he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going with Nirvana on this one. So my tally for this album is 11-3, Alice in Chains.
Yeah, I was 9-5, Alice in Chains.
9 to 5. You're working 9 to 5. Is that a good way to make a living?
9 to 5.
Jerry,
Golly.
I said a joke, dude. Laugh,
How did
bitch.
you get 9 to 5?
How'd you get 9 to 5? There's 14 songs.
Yeah, you're right. I suck at math.
That's 14
I'm
songs.
dumb. I'm a
Mine-
Nirvana.
Mine was 10 to 4.
10 to 4. And yours,
Well, I
Alex?
was 3
Father's 14.
6
Al,
2.
What's that?
what was your
11-10.
tally on your battle?
I wasn't even making the tally.
You didn't tell
I'm
me? Oh, okay.
sorry.
I did at the end.
I don't even know.
my-
who won.
I liked 11, Alice in Chains to 3, Nirvana. So I added up all our votes, our little hashes on each song. Overall, there was 2 shutouts. Nirvana got shut out twice. They shut out Alice in Chains once. So Alice in Chains won 51-33.
That's about right.
51
In
to
my
33.
opinion.
So Alice in Chains wins the battle. And the fans on a lot of groups I put on were split. A lot of people go Alice in Chains, no contest. They go Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Nirvana. It was like a back and forth.
Yeah.
So it was kind of even, like your count there, Andy. So I
Yeah,
do.
well,
I read all
that's
your
great.
comments.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm not giving my opinion on those comments until after the show is over. So, because we
Mine
don't
was
give
close
spoilers.
too. It was 8-6. I mean, it was towards the end for me, but at Plateau, if Nirvana would have done songs like Plateau, I would have been like Alice in Chains kills it, destroyed. Because that was the worst song on both albums, as far as I'm concerned.
But they gained steam towards the end for me.
Yeah,
Big
me
time.
too. Nirvana did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nirvana did too. I like the last 3 songs.
They're
Yeah.
they're a good acoustic band, man. They really are.
They are a great
I mean,
acoustic band, man. Like a couple of those songs I thought were better acoustic than they were electric.
I wish they would have
wouldn't mind-
figured
I
out a
wouldn't
way
mind
to get
hearing
Dave to hit harder.
I wouldn't mind hearing actually recording all those acoustic songs, that way. That would have been awesome to fucking listen
There
to.
was.
I wish they would have done Heart Shaped Box acoustic. I would love to hear
I think
that.
that's
my
another song
favorite
that I
Nirvana
like by them.
song.
I love Heart Shaped Box.
Heart Shaped Box is like my favorite Nirvana song of all
That video
time.
is I used to get stoned and watch that video.
There was talk
One of the
do something with
one of the
Michael's
big reasons why,
and they were gonna
one
do
of the-
acoustic stuff.
yeah,
So
I was just gonna go into that about the REM. They were supposed to collaborate, him and Michael Stipe. I think
Oh.
I think Kurt was really influenced by the direction that REM had gone into with their last couple albums. They were really like acoustic and stuff. So and they were supposed to collaborate, and then Kurt died, and it never happened. But that would have been interesting to hear, though, man, because I like REM a lot. I like
Yeah, me
a
too.
lot of it. So,
Yeah. REM rules, and I love REM. And
Yes.
REM
Yeah,
went out.
I know we talked about this a lot, but what you got? We talked about this. I think we had a show for it. But what's everybody's favorite Unplugged era show, man?
I don't want to
did
say
it.
that because this is a
Remember we did
Yeah, this is going to be a
Andy,
series.
show.
This is going to be a series, Jerry.
Well, we already did a show on it, so people want to find out.
Well, we're
that
gonna
was-
do other
no,
shows.
that was on Andy's show, right? We did the Unplugged.
Yeah.
Andy. Yeah,
Okay,
we did the
okay, you're right. We'll skip that then.
top 10
Okay.
Unplugged
Yeah.
song. I think my number one was Alice in Chains. I think if I remember correctly, I think my number one was Alice in Chains Unplugged.
I like the
in
Danny
top 10
Elfman
Unplugged,
songs.
so.
my number one. We did not do.
Okay, it's my number one. I don't
Well,
know
who's
if we
your-
did, so I'm not going to say anything.
I can't say it because we got a series going
Yeah, we're
throughout
going
the
a series going. So, but one bullshit story that I didn't get to because we have a little bit of time here. Thank you guys for giving quick answers tonight because we got to get this guy to work. We appreciate that. But we can't leave here without saying that Harry Belafonte died.
Oh yes, of course.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Harry Belafonte Deo died, man. You know, I didn't know about him till Beetlejuice. And I love
He had, a
that
fine,
song.
he had a fine daughter too, and I can't remember her name, but
She was in that
Harry.
show Hotel. She's an actress.
she is a
Harry
pretty woman.
Larry Belafonte.
Yeah, Sherry Belafonte.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
she's in
pretty
that. She's in that new show with Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon on Apple right now.
But
Sure.
he was a lot more than just music. He was a true humanitarian, a fighter for civil rights, and a fighter for all rights of all people, of all races, and of all religion. He wanted everybody to be treated the same, no matter what. And
Way it should be. Way it should
Yep.
be.
Yep. And he gave his life ever since the late 50s to his last dying breath. He lived that way. So Harry Belafonte was a true gentleman, a great human being. There was so much talent.
How old was he?
96.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Again, man, how can you complain about that life, dude?
Yeah,
I would love
96.
to have 96 years of functional life, man.
Yeah,
Seems
and
like,
he accomplished so much in that time. And a lot of it he did quietly, you know.
Yeah, man, he's a great man. You
Yep.
didn't hear about that, Eric?
I didn't really, I didn't hear about that all today. The only thing I knew about was just Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer just dominated, like, you know, the Facebook feeds and all that. So the Jerry Springer death was just like everywhere. So that was the only one I knew about.
But yet Sammy Hagar's still with us.
I know, it's bullshit.
here we go.
Oh, Sammy Hagar needs to fucking die. I fucking can't stand that motherfucker.
Don't make me
Damn.
bring up Phil Collins, Charles.
He's with us too, sadly.
Asshole.
There we go. This one right here.
Ah, man, I fucking hate Tampa Bay.
I
man.
can't
Al,
stand
that's your
Tampa
future
Bay
home,
Lightning.
but-
They fucking suck.
Oh
This
yeah,
is a good one. Jump for Calypso by Harry.
you should
That's
tell,
really
you should
good.
tell Mark Dolly to fuck off. New York rules. No,
Devils beat the shit out of them. 4-0.
Devils kicked the shit out of New York. That was
yeah, Mark
awesome.
Dolly's gonna be crying. Man, but NFL draft was today. We don't know what. I know that number one pick was a Alabama quarterback. Sorry, Carolina. It's not gonna work out.
I thought the best quarterback of those three were the one Indianapolis picked up. The guy. from
Yeah, he
Florida.
looked good. He looked like a Donovan McNabb.
I think he's the best one of the three.
So let's get the fuck out of here, man. Get Charles.
Yeah.
Maybe you get a nap.
Yeah.
Everyone, my recommendation, if we're doing recommendations, check out Sophie Tight on OnlyFans. She's fucking high shit.
All right. Well, let me
Yeah.
throw it over to
So
Charles.
it's Sophie Tight, Tite. She's fucking hot as hell.
All right. Let me throw it over to Charles.
I'm gonna drink the rest of this wine. It's the last of the wine I
You
have.
wino. Okay.
Share, like, subscribe, smash that button.
Oh,
Like button. And,
spread your ass cheeks on that fucking subscribe button.
or that.
Yeah.
Don't drink a box of wine. Drink a
Yeah.
half a box of wine. And
I drank the whole box.
damn,
So
that's about
empty.
all I got for this week, Mark.
Yeah,
Eric's
when he
really-
when he drinks,
Eric's
he
really
doesn't
like
fill
that.
it up
He's
like a
got
normal
that-
wine glass.
episode.
Hey, at least you're not almost passing out with your wife in the back, noticing you're fucked up on an episode with a guy working on a security
Yeah.
system when you're drunk.
Hey, Eric,
For real.
Eric, I got a question. Eric, I got a question. When's that Journey episode coming out? Journey and Caddyshack.
The
that we
wheel in
did.
the sky. No, that was yeah, that episode's coming up soon. That's Rock All Over You podcast. We're doing we did a K-Shack Journey review, and that's coming up soon.
All
That's
right,
cool,
man.
man.
Jerry.
I just last I got interview, so it was awesome.
It would have been up already if it wasn't for like the hard drive issue I have with my computer. That kind of delayed some episodes, so that one's coming soon.
Uh-oh.
I'll probably be up in May. I'll tell you that. I'll probably be up in May. most
You got
likely.
all, you know,
All right,
every
cool.
time I record an episode, I edit it, I put it straight up, and the date's already there when they're coming out.
Oh, Mark, I hate editing, so it takes me a while.
Yeah,
And yeah.
You have to add the music under. I don't do that. That takes a while.
You know what I hate about editing is I hate hearing my voice. That's like tough for me hearing my own voice.
Oh, I laugh at it's like that for everybody. Nobody likes to hear their own voice. But
Yeah.
Jerry, what's up, man?
What up, dog? Yeah.
I want to thank Charles for this, man, for making me listen to these 2 albums. And I'm not listening to these in like, man,
It's been a while for me.
But I was actually pleasantly surprised with the Nirvana one. I couldn't stand it at first, but I knew how big that Unplugged was. I always acknowledged
It was
how big
huge.
that show was. But yeah, I mean, I liked it better now that I listened to it. I find myself revisiting stuff I haven't liked. I'm revisiting another band right now that I couldn't stand. I'm starting to like them now, Anthrax.
Fistful of Metal.
Charles got me on Fistful of Metal.
Anthrax is really good. I think
that.
they're very overrated.
That singer they got for that album, I can't remember his name right now.
Neil Turbin.
That
dude fucking can sing. Fuck Joey Belladonna.
Yeah. Metal thrashing man.
But thank you for all these 2 albums, Charles, man. And like I said, like and subscribe and go into the Freeform show too. We got some good shit coming on that, man. I can't really say much about what's coming on, but it's gonna be some good shit, man. Stay tuned.
Well, this week it's Night Demon tomorrow.
Ooh, you're gonna see a lot more Eric Jordan RMCP too, because my availability is like through the roof now.
All right, man. We'll get you on some but the next podcast you're choosing for us for all the shit we put you through. So you get to choose the next Freeform review. I'll give you my pick. When I next pick, you take mine.
Tits and clits.
All right, Al, promote your stuff, man. Al.
Oh shit, he's dead.
Let's go to
there he is.
podcast out, Facebook page, YouTube channel. And it's pretty cool, pretty big deal, you know. So thank you for everybody for, you know, spreading the word and shit. So I appreciate it. And thank you for having me on, man. As usual, Mark, Jerry, Charles, and great to be on with you, Eric.
Love
and,
you,
Al. Of course, Andy.
You rule,
love you
dude.
too, brother.
I love having you guys on, man. I learned shit every week from you guys, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Al's got more stories than Walt Disney, man. It's awesome. Same thing with Andy. And then Andy.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for having me on. As always, I always enjoy myself here. It was good hanging out with you, Eric. It's been a while since we've been on here.
Oh yeah, man. I love you, bro.
Al, like always, man. It's always a fun time. But on Wednesday, I am going to be doing, along with William Toth, we're going to be ranking the Neil Young albums of the 1990s. And then also in 2 weeks, and in fact, I wanted to ask Mark about this earlier. I was going to send him a message. I want to rank all the Tom Petty albums, which will be the third week in May, because the second week I'm going to have my mom on talking 70s music. I like to have her on for a Mother's Day special.
Cool.
So I'm going to have her on.
That Tom Petty thing, man.
Yeah.
Just don't make it 3 hours. Don't make it 3 hours like a rush.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to make it three hours, believe me.
Well, I can talk about Tom Petty for days.
So I'm thinking of doing that one on the third week of May. So that's what I got going on. I woke up this morning thinking, what am I going to do next week? What am I going to do next week? And then by the time I left work, I had the month filled. So nice. I'm excited about the month of May.
All right, Eric.
Huge ass spider. Fucker.
Hey, that's my name. Oh shit.
Pimp your shit.
The hell are you hitting over there with that thing?
Fucking spider, man. It's a huge ass fucking spider. Don't fucking die.
Barbed wire.
Negan.
Is that Goodfellas spider or just a regular spider?
I don't
know. Got fucking Mick Foley over here, Cactus Jack.
All right, Eric, pimp your shit.
Hey man, check out the Rock All Over You podcast. Me, Eric Jordan MCP, and Mr. Eddie Castracci. Always have great guest stars all the time.
Okay.
I had a hard drive crash a while ago, but it got fixed. And so we got new episodes coming, man. We got a great episode with Mr. Al Horta talking about Journey and K-Shack. We got a great Rick James episode coming up. And,
I knew it.
I knew it was something.
I already put that up on Eddie's post. I go, oh, I see a new James Brown thingy coming somewhere.
It's Rick James, bitch.
Rick James, bitch. But what did the hand say to the face? Slap.
But yeah, man, we got some great episodes coming. We're recording.
A lot of
I'm just
cocaine during that.
We got oh yeah.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I wish cocaine's a hell of a drug. I wish we had some on that episode, but we're also going to be recording in 2 weeks. We're going to be doing a rainbow review with a very, very special guest star. So check our shit out, man. Go subscribe. Spread your ass cheeks on that subscribe button and sit on it. Woo!
All right. So we have the Freeform Rock podcast that's out every Friday. We got Night Demon Review. What's the album, Jerry? Oh, he goes the other way.
That's what the album you guys are.
What'd you
reviewing
say?
is fucking
What's the
amazing.
name of the Night Demon album again?
Darkness Remains.
Darkness Remains.
Darkness Remains is a great fucking album.
Well, hear our
I
review
will
of
listen
it.
to that episode.
And
Rest
then,
in peace, Harry. Rest in peace.
and we're still in the month. We're still in Metal May. Charles is dictating this month. It's all him. We're doing metal, and then we're gonna do some live albums here and there. So we got a lot of good shit coming up, and we got this that you need to like and subscribe and rub your ass cheeks all over it. Fucking go take a bong and fall on it. I don't know. But man, I'm glad you guys came. Thank you guys for coming on the episodes. And
Yes.
man, let's get the fuck out of here, right?
All right, guys.
What's up?
Let's do it.
Anything to say before we go? Anybody? I want to make sure I don't leave anybody
Oh,
out.
We're good, dude.
Go check out Sophie Tight on OnlyFans. Sophie Tight, she's hot as hell. Woo!
Fuck Sammy Hagar.
Yeah, fuck Sammy Hagar. I'll kick his ass.
You know what? Let's end with fuck Sammy Hagar. All right, guys. Later.
Later, guys.
Mark, how